getting dicey.
I have, yeah.
Right.
I noticed Mr. Oh, no one better fart, purple cough on my watch was having a good old lung clearing in that.
They couldn't hear it. Imagine, I know.
It's really throwing me off my stroke. Yeah.
I kind of forget who can hear me when I do that. Streamer's live for 28 minutes 16. Is that live? Were you counting from when, like, the starting soon, or when we?
This is going to be like that quiz night I ran where I said one of the answers was Black Labrador, and the place erupted in fury because they said, no, it's just a Labrador. And it's haunted me for a long time. Anyway,
someone said it was 12 minutes 50 from the wait screen to
I've
to
got
us
12 minutes 50.
Okay, perfect.
I've got 12 minutes 50. Who's close to that?
Who do we have in the chat that said closest to that?
Oh, it's our old mate.
Oi.
Larp Kiwi with a spectacular.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's pretty close, actually. Nice.
Calzone, 3 minutes 30. Have you seen the fucking stream? I thought you said he was a big fan.
He was optimistic with that one.
That's outrageous. What a roughie.
All right. You may remember that the rain is absolutely pouring down at this point. A storm high above you. Luvash, sheltering himself from the rain, says, "You just missed him. He's just went off to deliver something to Strahd." He's saying this to Murican. Morley, you're still under the treasure wagon trying to get into it. Yeah. But Murican, what's your response?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, no, you did. It stopped you in your tracks.
Murican is filled with rage and she yells, "Hey, what?"
I'm going to crawl out from under the under the muddy undercarriage. I guess it's literally an undercarriage of the carriage. But I don't want to make it look like I've still got my wits about me enough to make it seem like I wasn't under the carriage trying to jimmy my way in. So I put my crowbar under my coat and then come running up from the opposite direction.
Just resting under there.
And Luvash,
how did I get under this carriage?
Luvash spins around to see Morley on his other side. Morley! And he looks you up and down. You're filthy, Morley. What are you up to?
I'm filthy, all right. I'm filthy mad. Filthy mad at your old mate. Your old mate is a bit of a swift-handed one, isn't he?
Are you talking about my brother?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Which way did he go?
And he and still a bit of a stupor, just whips his head back to you, American. Where Aragal? He went to Ravenloft.
What path did he take? Tell us now.
There's basically just a direct route. Oh, let's do this. Ismark says, sticks his head out of the carriage and says, "There's only one way to Ravenloft from here, and that's through Vallaki. The way we came through from Barovia, the village of Barovia, my village."
Oh God.
We're going to follow him. We'll chase him down. We'll make him pay.
You mark my words, Luvash. We'll be back. And we'll be asking some questions.
And he
now,
mimics your finger. He sort of waggles it back. "Sounds good to me. There'll be a drink waiting for you."
That prick gets it. That's fine. Okay.
Probably all for the better.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Agree.
American's going to angrily whip the carriage around and head towards Vallaki.
Morley just running after it.
He gets it, and then I let Morley get on.
No, you don't know.
In fact, I'll use my mold earth cantrip to get all the mud off him.
Oh, that's nice. That's pretty good.
Oh, sick.
You're
What's there, Morley?
Your clothes just become spotless. It's great. It's a great little trick.
Don't get it on the seats.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You turn that carriage around and you ride off down that hill at full pace, the mud spraying out from underneath your wheels as you make your way down the hill. You reach the bottom of the hill, and Casimir sort of speaks up and says that he's gonna get out. He wants to. He doesn't want. I don't want Aragel. I don't want Aragel to see me. What he would do to the remaining elves here. If you don't mind, I'll get out and I'll meet you. Come back here when you're ready to go back up the mount.
I'm so sorry, Casimir, but this is of the utmost importance.
I understand.
Importance.
Well,
Sorry,
very
spoke there.
Yeah.
I hope that no one was annoyed by that.
So Casimir,
I'm furious.
be precise.
Casimir gets off the carriage, and it's Morley, American, the Baron, 10 skeletons, I think. Irina, Ismark, and Bill heading away from the Vallaki camp. The Vistani camp. Let's get you back on the sort of main map. Where's the whole map? Here it is.
This is a nightmare. We cannot let that cur get his hands on that blade.
We need some sort of advantage here. We don't know how far ahead he could be. He could be 2 hours. He could be 30 minutes. Can anyone cast a spell to make us go quicker? Haste, maybe.
Yeah, can't Bill do that? Does anyone have Bill's character sheet up?
That's a.
I think
good
Morley. I think Adam
point.
has access to it, right? I think this would be a good time to use such a spell. If we
I
can.
think you all have access in the journals. If you look in the journals, you'll see Bill.
Oh yeah, I do see it.
So I believe he does have haste. Is it a? Oh, I don't see it on his list.
I don't know. Druids can change out their spells every level. So.
So it's possible
Has he
because
still got it?
Bill's got that haste potion, but maybe he swapped out the spell, so maybe he doesn't have the haste spell anymore.
Didn't he cast haste on me like when we were at the lake?
You're right.
Yeah, but
He did.
Do rogues swap out spells? I assume they do, right?
He's a
bard.
bard.
Sorry, bard. So I mean, anyway, it's not in his list at the moment. It's not there.
Oh, Bill.
Someone has got a potion of haste, don't they?
And that would give like one thing haste.
Sprinkle it on
Yeah,
him.
that's
But
the
you've got-
problem.
you've
Like,
got-
if we just put it on one of our horses, that's not going to help much, is it?
Gonna create
We'll
an
just go in
imbalance.
circles.
Yeah.
Can drag all the other horses behind it.
Oh, I can do some stuff,
Oh, just so you know,
but
from here, I don't know if you remember, there was a crossroads on your way from the village of Barovia to Vallaki. There was a crossroads that you ventured past around about when you first met Strahd. From where you are now to that point, which is on the way to Ravenloft, it's about a 4.5 hour journey. To get to Ravenloft, if for any reason you need to get the entire distance, you'd be looking at 5.5 to 6 hour total journey, depending on where Aragel is and how fast you go.
Where is it to 4.5 hours to? Before Vallaki? Or
I've just pinged it on
After
the map
Vallaki.
there, just near that gateway,
Oh,
that
after
crossroads.
Vallaki.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
on
I'm
the way
lost.
to
But okay.
Barovia.
Yeah.
Oh, some out of game strategizing. American, did you have something where you could know where people were if you've met them before or touched them or something?
I do, but I don't have it prepared.
Oh, that's right. We've been through this.
I
Sorry. My bad.
I have divination prepared, which is predicting a specific goal, event, or activity within 7 days. But I think that's all I've got at the moment. Also out of game, the other thing I was thinking is like, this is a bit technical. How many beasts do we have carrying the wagon, and can we hitch another beast to it?
This specific wagon is Ismark's family wagon, and it only allows 2 horses to be hitched to it.
Oh, okay, so we're already maxed out on that.
So wagon, 1, 2, 2-horse wagon. Pretty sure.
Oh, what if American turns into what's big and fast?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There we go.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, is there something faster than a horse that I could turn into?
And we could ride you.
My skeletons.
Yeah, everyone get on.
Like an eagle, a giant eagle would be cool.
A big eagle like the one in Wellington
That
Airport
would-
from
that
Lord of
would
the
be
Rings.
Yes, and we can all be
Let's
Gandalf.
infringe those copyrights.
My skeletons can dash every turn. They never get tired, and so that would mean they go 60 feet per round.
And how fast are
Fast
these?
as a horse, or faster than a horse?
Let's take a look, because there are definitely horses. Draft horses move at 40 feet per turn.
Okay, so the skeletons could grab onto the.
You could
Carriage and pull it.
look. You guys could absolutely unhook the horses and get the skeletons to hoist the carriage up onto their shoulders, and you could just run until.
Or just pull it,
can't-
yeah.
I can't imagine that being
Or
better,
horse
to be honest.
Quicker is it?
It would be a little
I was
quicker.
thinking
It'd
send
be
the
1/3
skeletons up
quicker.
ahead.
Or
Send the
it's-
skeletons
isn't it
off like the
50%
sprint.
faster?
They would definitely be faster than the horses, but it would only probably shave like an hour and a half off your time.
They go
might
60
be
instead of 40.
Yeah, yeah.
This is going to be really, really technical. I got one more question. How many people can ride a large beast? Surely not that many.
How many people can ride a large beast? People
Yeah.
can ride. Are you going to turn into a large beast?
Well, I'm just thinking about if that's even worth it.
Well, it's not a
Um,
sloth,
Always worth it.
giant sloth.
It depends. It depends. I would sort of. I don't know if there's a very specific answer to that, but I would
Yeah.
get an answer for you depending on what creature you were thinking.
To be honest, I think it wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't be able to carry us all, so we might as well just stick with the cart.
Okay.
So yeah, let's stick
Or-
with the cart, the
Or
skeleton cart.
Oh, the
That's gonna be
skeleton
faster
cart.
than
I
the
like the skeleton cart.
Right? Do we? Unless we have any other better
Look,
ideas?
you'd
But
shave.
the good thing is they never get tired, so they can dash the whole time.
That is true.
So why can't we just send the skeletons up on ahead on a dashing mission to like dash and grab him as quick as they can? And
I don't
surround
want
him
to
and waylay
disparage the
him?
skeletons, but they're not that smart. They need
Here we go.
some
Truth
direct
comes out.
The truth comes.
direct guidance. I mean, they're getting there.
Interesting.
They're still young.
They have to be within 60 feet for me to give them something like that.
The other thing is that if you wanted to avoid Valaki completely, you could probably go on the outside, outside the southern gate or fence around the bottom, sort of in between the tree line and the Valakian fence. If you wanted to power through that, and if you wanted to
Is that a
avoid,
longer journey?
it would be about the same. If it just means that there's no chance of or less chance of interruptions, maybe.
I've got a plan.
Okay.
Here we go.
I think.
Does it involve Greg?
Whatever we land, whatever we.
Why
No,
not?
it doesn't involve Greg. Whatever we land on so far as like picking up pace, be it like a big skeleton wagon or whatever, or riding a beast, maybe one of us gets off in Valaki and begs the Raven folk for help, because they'll be able to fly, and they said they were in our service, didn't they? Or they would help us out. And the Raven folk
true.
could go and track down Christopher Argyle and beguile him with their
We can
raveny.
We can just jump into the tavern on the way through and say, please send out all your bird people. That's a great idea.
Okay. All right. Let's bring up the.
And we can ask
Valaki.
Greg as we pass through, has a
No,
dodgy looking
the-
Christopher Argyle come through? And he'd be like, oh, I see
That's
lots
true.
of people. Christopher people.
You'd be like, oh, filthy Vistani, I hate them all. I'm
Yeah,
racist.
Greg the
I
racist.
killed him, and here's the sword that I took from him.
Oh, and we love you,
Greg,
Greg. Thank you for your racism.
Let's not forget that you guys instantly went to like those damn Philistani,
And we were right.
and you were right. Yeah. you
Well,
were
no,
correct.
we weren't saying that Demonster was saying he was a scoundrel. He is in a camp, okay, that he said he was a bad guy. He was being rude from the get-go, okay?
Okay.
I made some pretty nasty aspersions there, and when I watched the recap, when I said what I said, I looked at American's face, and it was like, So uncomfortable with it.
I don't know if that. Gosh,
You
I don't know
are
about that.
almost racing through the section of the Svellich Woods back towards Vallaki. You burst through the trees into a clearing, and you can see the Vallaki gates just to the north of you. At the gates, there doesn't seem to be anyone stationed at them, but they are wide open. Again, you've got to remember that the whole guard system and policing system in Vallaki is completely broken at this point.
It was never great.
We ruined their society. Yeah, we know.
Are we currently
What's going on about it?
Are we currently using the skeletons or the horses at this point? Like through Vallaki? Yep. Oh wait. Yes to both. What do we?
Oh no, skeletons.
Skeletons. So you've left the horses elsewhere. You're just okay. So these skeletons are just running, like pulling this wagon. You were getting a bunch of looks from a lot of people as you make your way through the Vallaki town.
Guys, you're popular.
Through the outskirts of the town. You make your way past the church and with the graveyard, and despite the pouring rain, you can see. Gosh, what's his name? I always forget the names. The young graveyard digger. He's out there. He's out in the graveyard, and he's kind of scratching his head, looking down at he's got a shovel in his hand, and he's looking down at a couple of the gravestones, and he sort of pulls his shovel up and gets back to digging as it just whizzes past. That is just a scene that just whizzes past you. You get into further aspects. You're going past those bodies of wolves that have been thrown and have been tried to be burnt on the streets. But obviously the rain is making that quite hard, and there are a lot of flies and stuff hanging around. And you're making your way through, and you get to you get to the Blue Water Inn. And
Morley wants to jump off the carriage just before it skids to a halt. I want to do a cool kind of dismount of like jumping off the wagon.
Like a slide.
Give me an athletics with advantage.
Here we go. Get ready.
Is it with advantage because he's been practicing it in his head ever since we mentioned going to the tavern?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you did advantage.
That's a 12, baby.
You land, and you because it's been raining, it's a bit muddy. You slide, and you weren't expecting that slide, and you kind of go from this really cool maneuver to just that awkward, like trying to catch your balance, and then come to a stop and bolt towards the tavern.
Tom Cruise in Risky Business, one would say.
But less cool.
Oh.
Steve Parr from
Also
Sailing
only
Century.
wearing...
But with like a little wobble. Just a little...
Steve Parr.
That time he slid off the stage. Okay,
Everyone's going to get that reference. Steve Parr
Yeah.
from Sailing Century.
We'll put it up on the Discord later. We'll put it
New
up.
Zealand game show.
Okay, cool. More kind of the minute he grinds his footsteps, he just starts bolting for the tavern door.
Can we also send Bill in for his charisma, just in case he needs to persuade people?
Yeah, Bill takes his time to slowly and carefully get out of the carriage.
Bill, hurry up, Bill!
And he
We ain't got all day.
Yeah, but Morley, you burst into the tavern, and it's still pretty early. Actually, what time is it? I'm trying to think. You'd spent 3 hours. You met Casimir at like, what was that? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Then it's 3 hours back. It's
9:30.
like 9:30. Another 3 hours back. It's midday. So you've got like a bit of a lunchtime rush happening in the tavern at this point. And Danica, who I didn't expect to be using tonight, is at the
You're welcome.
at the counter, and she waves, but she can see there's some urgency on your face, and she says, "Molly, is everything okay?"
No, Danica, everything's not okay. I need your help. I know I need to be quiet about this. Can you come here for a second, please?
She puts down the glass that she was cleaning and comes around the counter and over to you and Bill in the door.
We need your help, Danica. We need the Raven folks' help. We've had something very valuable indeed, stolen from us by a Vistani man, and he's making his way to Strahd right now. And we need ravens in the air tracking him down and waylaying him if at all possible. I wouldn't ask unless this was of the utmost importance.
Morley, who was it? I need a description.
His name is Aragal, and he's a Vistani, and he's a leader of the Vistani. He's a big, heavy-set man with a beard. Do you know him?
Yeah, she's nodding, and she turns to the a couple of groups of people in the room having lunch of sorts, and drinking and stuff. And she just gives out like a short, sharp code of whistles, and a bunch of these guys get up out of their seats and just move out past you, Morley, and move up behind the tavern. They walk past you and outside. The rest of you from within the carriage, you watch this group of cloaked men. They're grabbing them as they walk out. They grab these hooded cloaks and put them on, and they walk out. And the rest of you are seeing them walk out behind the tavern, and then just almost as quickly as they disappear behind the tavern, you see a raven take flight up into the sky from behind the inn. There's like 10, 12 of these ravens now just shooting up into the sky and taking off east towards Ravenloft. And Danica just looks at you and says, "We'll find him. We'll find him."
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I can never fully repay you for your help here today. Thank you so much. We're going to chase him down as well. We're taking the only road toward Ravenloft, hoping to catch him on the way.
She nods and says, "I haven't seen him passing through, but I'm sure if you're fast, I'm sure you'll catch up with him."
Thank you, Danica. Thank you again.
American?
How fast are we traveling with the skeletons?
You guys are going, double speed, so 60 feet per 6 seconds, so pretty quick.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think, guys, I can summon an owl familiar, but it can only fly 60 feet, so it would only keep pace with us. It wouldn't be able to scout ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's just check the ravens as well, just so you guys can have an idea of their sort of speed. They probably not as fast as you might hope them to be, since you guys have got nice, quick skeletons, but they have already sort of kicked off ahead of you as of right now.
And they don't have to, they can go quite literally as the crow flies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nice straight line for them. Although they can stay high but keep an eye out across all the roads.
Yeah. Maybe I will send my owl familiar up, because that way I can hang out with the crows and see what they're seeing.
Okay, how fast is yours? Is 60 feet per second? Is that right?
60 feet.
Okay, yeah, that would keep pace with the crows.
Okay.
Crows, ravens. They're ravens, guys. Damn these fucking crows.
Are the pigeons spreading out? Or
they're flying in They're all flying in formation, like V formation. They're
the mighty ducks.
They're going quite high, but not high enough to sort of get lost in the low clouds. So they're going to be able to see decent. Yeah, they're going to be able to keep track for you.
Unit.
Yeah. They're going to stay low enough for you to be able to see them at all times. But they are currently moving across and out of sight over Vallaki.
American, did you just produce an owl?
I don't know, guys. Did I just produce an owl or not? I'm not sure if it's worth it.
What does it cost you?
Yeah.
It uses one of my wild shapes.
I think we're okay for owls. I mean, birds.
We're okay for flying things. Okay, I don't do it.
Okay, cool. Morley, Bill, are you running back into the carriage?
I swear to God, if they eat lunch while they're in there.
Maybe just one game of cards. No,
they just stroll out with a pie, and it's like, oh my God.
Sausage rolls.
Morley reaches into a small leather pouch and just pulls out 5 gold and just presses them into Danica's hand, and as a thank you, and just use this for whatever you need. Maybe drinks, a round of drinks for people, and some repairs or whatever you need. I know things are not great here right now. Thank you. And then turns and rushes off.
She nods, and you can hear from behind you as you leave the bar. You can hear Danica turn to the remainder of the tavern, which seems to be far fewer people now, and trying to make out like there was nothing, no big deal kind of happening. There was nothing too serious. You can hear her scream out, "And the round's on, Morley! Ray! And everyone's Ray! From within the bar. And you're back on that carriage and heading off. Again, there's a lot of really strange looks as you make your way through Vallaki. The sight of 10 undead skeletons dragging this the Barovian burgomaster's carriage through the town is quite
I'm
a
gonna be
sight.
like, on Wester, on Vargas, on Tanya, on Derek.
And you get to the
Derek.
you get to the eastern gates, and again these gates are completely unmanned and wide open as you burst through them.
Let us down.
Water being kicked up by the 20 feet of the skeleton soldiers carrying this carriage or pulling this carriage. Okay, let's get you back onto the world map of Barovia. You guys have kind of lost sight of the ravens as they have pushed over the tops of the trees. As you're relegated to following this path. It is so dark today. The clouds are so dense that it almost feels like night as you make your way through this section of the Svellich Woods. And it's maybe how long are we dealing with here? Maybe an hour and a half's worth of travel. No, maybe an hour's worth of travel before it starts heading back uphill towards what you remember to be the home of the windmill. And sure enough, it's only a few minutes of travelling up that hill that you see that broken and semi-burnt windmill at the top of the hill. It's at this point that you also catch sight of the were-ravens again. And there may be, at this point where you have just turned the bend and heading up the hill towards the windmill, they are a little further southeast, heading back towards what you may remember as those gates, the gates that were the furthest Ismark had ever been. You continue climbing. Is there anything you guys want to be doing or focusing on, or in regards to spending this journey? Whoever's driving this might be finding it quite hard to do any kind of small passive things, but the rest of you...
Skeletons drive it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Actually, that's fair. You could all be doing short rests of a sort if there are things you want to be doing for, like 2-3 hours of journeying.
Did I get those potions sorted out?
Yeah, you made, I think it was 3 potions.
Okay, who's getting one? I think I don't have one, so I'll keep one for myself. Morley, you already have one, right?
That's right.
Who doesn't have one? You don't have one?
No, I don't have one. I can swap you for some cocaine.
I'll take it.
Got a bit of that. Got my
It's dark times. I may need this. Yes.
Okay.
Magic powder? Check.
And what is this called? Healing potion? Or?
Yes. Just a basic healing potion.
Okay, I'm just putting it so I don't forget it. I'll write
And
it down in
so
my book.
I guess Bill gets the other one.
Yeah.
But he's not here, but he can. I'll add it to his inventory in roll 20, I guess. He's also got some cheese, I see.
He's
What a
still got
holdout.
cheese.
He's not told us about it. Keep that quiet.
He's got. I'm looking at his. I'm looking at his sheet, and I'm like, this boy has a horn of blasting. He hasn't laid that on us. That would
That's
be
a good
cool.
point. When did he
Come
get
on,
the horn
Bill,
of
stop
blasting?
hoarding.
Yeah.
Didn't need to pull out the horn.
I've got a bag of flour.
You've been there for ages.
Yeah.
Oh.
And a crystal.
As you near the top of the crest, the path becomes like sunk between two, like in between a small valley, where the trees sort of sporadic on each side, but it goes up quite steep from each side of the track. And you know it's only maybe half hour ahead that you're going to come across those majestic gates of the 2 statues with the swords that were guarding this section of Barovia.
As we're racing along, sort of bouncing up and down the cart, I just wondering what everyone thinks. What should we do when we find this Christopher Argyle?
For anyone listening, Aragel. But
Argyle.
Christopher Argyle.
Christopher Argyle.
Argyle. I don't. Yeah.
When we find him, we should. least
What?
smooth response ever. I was just like, wow, boy, he's gonna be sorry. Couldn't think of what to do with him. We should wrestle him to the ground,
Yeah.
take our property back, and then
Yeah.
teach him a lesson he won't soon forget.
I've got an idea. If he's such a fan of whipping, I'm sure he won't mind taking some of his own medicine.
Ah, nice.
Excellent, American.
Nice
We should
reference.
tie him to a tree and whip him.
I love it.
Okay.
Oh my god, we've become everything we've always hated.
A bit tortury, guys.
We torture him. That's what we're going to do.
We'll
Mercilessly.
whip out his tongue with those things, those tongs that you pull out of Bunsen burner with. A test tube.
We could pull out his eye teeth. Send him to Strahd. So you next.
It's quite a gift.
Wow.
It's quite a
It's,
gift.
yeah, a bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah. No,
I like it.
I'm joking about that. Yeah, we definitely got to get the sword back. But are we going to torture him
call.
and leave him, or I'm just wondering before we get there, because it's going to be like, oh, what do we do now? Oh, I'm going to kill him. No.
He must be wanted for some
Honestly.
sort of crimes. We should capture him, rough him up a bit, and then
Yeah.
take him back to Valaki, and we'll give him to Greg.
Oh yeah.
No doubt he's been taking things all around town. We know the sort of guy he is now. Now
Normally-
that we've got irrefutable proof, and this is not based on the fact he's from the Vistani camp at all.
Yes. Yeah. Normally
honest,
I would call the
I-
police.
And when I say irrefutable proof, I mean I've got an item missing, and we know he's delivering something.
And he's scarpered. Yeah.
I know I spoke out in anger before, but I don't think we should seriously harm him. I think
rough him
in
up, though.
comparison to us, he is weak and foolish. I say we let him go. And
black eyes.
should he ever darken our path again, well, it'll be his reckoning.
Oh, why don't we use a magic spell on him? Maybe curse him. So with butterfingers
the
or
crime.
Oh, we'll put the oil on him.
The slipperiness.
And we'll get him down a mountain.
Yeah, we'll just leave him in the middle of nowhere covered in oil of slipperiness.
He will be like Tom Cruise in the Risky Business. But he'll never stop.
Just slipping and sliding uncontrollably around the wilderness.
He'll land in a lake.
like a land-based octopus.
Whoa.
Why can't I stop sliding?
You guys continue. You guys have been climbing this entire time in that carriage, by the way. It's fully uphill. And you can see quite off in the distance now, the ravens are just circling a spot just off in the distance. American, did you end up doing the owl or not? I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
No, we opted not to.
Okay, yes, it sounds like they've got something.
Would have been Andrew, damn it.
That would have been interesting, but that's okay. You're continuing on. You're moving at such a pace, and you see these two figures walking on, sort of keeping a decent gap between them, walking up the path, going the same direction you are, but you just like power straight through them. Is there any interest in seeing who they are? If is anyone keeping an eye out?
Well, do they look like
course.
Christopher Argyle?
They don't look. They're not. They look like they're kind of. They're wearing armor. They don't look like they're wearing what Aragel was wearing. The
I'll
whole.
definitely inspect them as we're going past.
Give me.
my
give
God.
me.
What
Give me an investigation roll with an advantage since you're all looking.
Are they revenants? Are they revenants?
Who's going to give us that roll?
Okay, well I can do
yeah,
that.
Shannon,
I'll
you
roll a
can give us-
d20 plus 8. So that's a 10 plus 8.
You can roll again if you want to do with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Aye,
13
nice.
plus 8.
21. Yeah, you just push straight through them, and as you look at them as you go past, you recognize both of them as two of the revenants. And Bill looks out, but they don't seem to be changing pace. They just keep looking, but now their eyes, the four eyes, locked on you.
What?
And
What are they doing out here?
and they don't really move into a run, but they definitely look to pick up like a little bit of a pace as they follow you.
Were they going towards where we were going to be?
They were moving in the same direction that you were moving. Yeah.
Are they?
Um,
That's not here.
You reach sort of flattening out at the top of this hill, and the trees pick up on either side of you again. You know it's only a little moment before you sort of turn the corner and come face to face with those gates again. Let's show you. And you do turn a corner to the right, and just in front of you now you can see these... let's show you what they... As a reminder, these gates, these beautiful gates, like blocking the way between yourselves and the rest of Barovia.
Very big gates.
They're enormous. Absolutely. To climb something like this may as well be impossible. What you see are the two headless statues of these armed guardians flanking the solid gate, their heads broken and laying at their feet. Now, the last time you made your way through these, it was just a matter of approaching them. Are you still just moving towards... Are you still telling these skeletons to just keep pushing forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. You approach, and when you reach about the 50-foot mark from the gates, they just slowly creak open. They're going
Hurry up.
so slowly that the carriage does need to stop just while it finishes. What you see on the other side of the gate, maybe 200 feet away, at the crossroads where you first met Strahd, is the silhouette of a man on a horse. And the reason you can see the silhouette, despite the fog and the rain pouring down, is that there's another figure on another horse. And that horse is emitting a huge amount of light. Just fiery light.
Syphilis.
Can
I?
Yeah.
I just want to run something past American and Baron first. I'm wondering if Morley should
Do we need it?
Just-
Do we need it?
reaction, try and pull out his crossbow and fire a bolt at the who is obviously Strahd, but at the other figure to try and kill him, and maybe give ourselves half a chance of shooting the sword.
Shoot out the sword in his hand.
It's a
But
two.
then Strahd will just pick it up and be like, thank you.
That's a good point. Even if
At
I
least
kill
he'll
him,
That is
pick
his
it up,
voice.
I'd bend down and be like, "Is that my brother's? Is that my brother's magical
Oh, I
sword?"
hate that guy.
I'm wondering, every second counts sort of scenario. Maybe he hasn't said anything to him yet. Maybe he's going to be like, "Oh, can't wait to show you something at Ravenloft. You are going to
think that's what he's doing,
You are going
Morley.
to
Yeah. He's like, close your eyes.
And you're
No,
seeing
close them.
You'll never guess.
and you're seeing the dozen ravens just circling above both Strahd, maybe 60 feet above, just circling Strahd and Aragorn.
Oh no. So I have a question. How far away are these two figures? Are they fully met up yet? Or...
Yeah, they're next to each other, 200 feet from
No,
you.
this is so bad.
Let's just boost through, get as close as we can. I'm gonna, if we can get within 60 feet, I'll try and cast hold person on. I keep thinking Christopher Gargamel. I'm gonna cast it on that stealing, thieving motherfucker. Big mother.
So the aim is just to power through.
That's
Really? What?
what I would do. What would you do?
I've said I try and
Shoot him.
fire my crossbow at him.
We
Yeah,
can
but
do both. We can do
That's
both
not
if
the
you
end
want.
of it, though, right? Aren't we gonna? We got to get that thing back.
Yeah, my plan is
Yeah.
definitely an approach plan.
Look, it's step one. It's step one of
like a layup.
many.
Shoot him as
I
we
go.
go.
One.
Because
So-
I'm thinking, right, in my mind, we're just seeing this scene. We don't know what's happened yet. We know they're next to each other. We don't know if Gargamel's even said to him, "I've got the sword," or whether Strahd knows or not. He very likely does. But there's always a chance that he doesn't, and we could just shoot him dead, and then Strahd will be like, "That's weird."
And just walk away. Yes.
Didn't expect that. Oh, hi
It's
guys.
an absolutely awful plan. I had freely admit.
But we would be
maybe-
panicking though.
You would be.
Maybe
So it's
I'll-
not
it's
like-
I'm happy to have both things occur. By all means,
Yeah.
Morley, you can take a
Which
shot
200
while
feet
the
away.
skeletons are powering through this gate.
Well,
I
you
think
know
it's
how
fair to
accurate
say
Morley is.
we'd all be panicking as soon as we saw that, right?
Yeah.
So
What would Bill be doing? Let's also think of Bill.
he runs away.
Yeah, as per.
Yeah. What? Oh my god. He has some good like spells that bamboozle people.
He does.
He has like dissonant whispers and stuff. Oh, he could cast like suggestion on the guy and make him be like, "Just kidding, I don't have anything for you, Strahd. Bye."
Yep, you can totally. What's the range? What's the range on that?
Suggestion. Oh, it's
Yeah,
only
I don't
30
think it's
feet.
So you got to get pretty close for that.
How far away are we?
They are about 200 feet from you at this point.
Oh no, this is
shit,
so
I can't
bad.
even take a shot. I can't even take a shot.
Well, let's get closer. And the first thing, and he could
This is
always
so
polymorph
bad.
him from 60 feet away as well. Turn him into a frog.
That would be sick because all of its items that he'd hold would be turned into his animal form.
If it's anything you're
hang on a
wearing,
minute.
anything you're carrying, I think drops, but anything
Yeah.
you're wearing, yeah.
What's the difference?
Dungeon Master, I have a question.
Like if you're carrying a
It's
box, the box doesn't just disappear and become part of your
Doesn't?
form. No. Anyway, sorry. Yeah,
I think
more.
it does.
It's a game mechanics question. My crossbow says it has a range of 80 feet / 320 feet.
Yeah, so
what does
at-
the 320 feet mean?
You roll at disadvantage.
Oh. Oof.
This is so bad, you guys. I can't stress enough how bad this is.
Yeah, this is bad. We're just going to have to tell him. Look,
Just say,
Okay.
don't.
I'm just.
What do you mean
we
we're
can
just
yell
gonna
out
have
to
to
him
tell
and
him?
just say, "Look, don't you stop right there, motherfucker."
Stop it.
Yeah,
All
If
right.
we get within 90 feet,
our property.
we can do spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. The carriage is moving forward. Let's say that. The carriage is moving forward. Mirakin, what are you doing?
I'm yelling, "Holy Mother of Spirits, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, we're screwed. Oh, he's holding it over. Oh my god. What do we do?" How far away are we again?
200. You're 200 feet away.
Okay, yeah! As soon as we get close enough, I want to prepare a spell.
What are we travelling at? 60 feet per second.
No, per turn, so per 6 seconds. So it's going to take you like, what's that? 18 to 20 seconds to get to them at full speed.
As soon as I'm within range, I'm firing a crossbow
What's-
bolt
I
at
mean-
this guy.
So what's your shorter range?
80 feet.
All right, so you still got to be okay.
I'm-
You got to be pretty close.
You can do it now.
I'm thinking as
could
soon
roll
as
with
we're
disadvantage
100... I'm thinking as soon as we get within 120 feet, I'll do a spell.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I
Alright.
could fireball him in a moment.
Okay,
God, no, this is so bad.
I'm firing a bolt. I'm firing a bolt at disadvantage. What have I got to lose?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
totally,
no.
totally.
Yes, do it. Do it.
Who are you aiming at, Aragal or Strahd?
Oh, definitely Aragal.
Okay.
100% Aragal. There's,
I
there's
should
no
do
way
the
this will
same.
go wrong.
Yeah. Give us a roll with disadvantage.
We're justified in shooting him. He stole.
Yeah. Can I do the same? I'm just going to copy Morley.
Yeah, I'll let. If you guys want to do attacks, I will let you do them all right now because you get a surprise round effectively.
Okay.
Oh, I got
I'm going to
deliver.
roll short bow at disadvantage.
Okay. Yep.
I
I can
rolled
only
a
do
1
children.
plus 6.
Oh,
Oh,
Good stuff. Glad I did that.
how much HP does a raven
the
have?
A regular one though, right? Not like a raven fuck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I didn't aim that high. My God. Not that stupid.
It was a 1. You know, you could have been jolted by the carriage and... anyway, so the Morley's crossbow bolt flies through the gates and straight between the heads of these two figures, just whoo, straight through. And as the carriage is moving forward, there's a few more details that you can see now, and you can see Strahd, who you now see to be the person on top of the fiery horse, although who else could it have been, turn his gaze towards the gate and the carriage coming through, and you think for a moment you see like his eyes glow, just for like a little moment, Morley. And what you also notice now is that Aragal has is reaching into his jacket and is pulling out the sunblade hilt.
No.
Oh, I'm going to yell out, "Hold it right there, you bastard, you thieving prick."
What I want to get from you, because you've got a bit of distance, I'm going to need a performance roll from you.
Oh.
Because it's like,
He's like,
the
"What?
rain
Rick,
is just
I don't know
pouring
him."
down. There's lightning and thunder, and you've got that distance and the sound of horses.
14 plus 2, 16.
That's enough. That'll be enough.
Whoa.
You call out. They hear you, and but they don't stop their current transaction
Okay.
of sorts.
If we're within 120 feet, I'll cast Chill Touch.
You'll be
We're
there.
not yet.
Yeah, you'll be there very, very soon. You'll be very soon within that. American, you rolled a 1 with your +6 is a total of 7. Give me a D100, please, to see how bad that fail is.
This is why you only do spells. Never try melee.
Never try.
I've rolled a 93,
It's
which is pretty good.
It's not too bad as far as fails go. There's just a jolt to the carriage, and your shot just hits one of the skulls of the skeletons pulling the carriage, and it just knocks like 2 hit points off. Just a random skeleton. So Shannon, you can just adjust whichever one you want.
Right.
And you've started closing that gap. I would say you are definitely 120 feet now if you wanted to do something.
Okay.
I'm panicking more, but I've also just realised something, and I'm gonna say to the crew, "My spirits, Irina's with us. We must hide her."
I was just about to say that as you guys start firing off, Irina looks out of the carriage and she just puts one hand to her chest and says, "I've got a very bad feeling about this."
Yeah. Yes. What can we do to spirit her away? Protect her.
Get under
Brian?
the blankets.
Under the rug.
Good idea, Brian.
Oh, you don't have the rug anymore.
Strahd.
Damn.
Get
The
under
rug.
pelt.
Yeah, we did it. We're all wearing the stupid rug. So we're all showing up to Strahd in rug styles.
Oh god, I forgot we look so gross right now.
And I'm just gonna-
Even more embarrassing.
Morley
Look,
doesn't.
No,
He
but
did
don't
it
you
out.
have a spell that can you can save people from being seen or something?
I can put her up a rope.
Put her up a rope.
Put her up a rope.
If it comes to it, piss up a rope. Well, if we have to.
Put her
Yes.
up a rope.
Yes.
What now?
Go up the rope.
Like
Yeah,
right
I reckon
now?
don't take any chances. Get her up the rope.
You don't want
No,
to...
no, he hasn't seen her yet. She's in the carriage.
He knows.
He knows.
So
Does
what
he
do you?
know?
What is
Well,
the Baron
what's-
doing at
what's the
120
disadvantage?
feet?
I'm going to be saying, stop moving. And so they didn't move, right? I mean, they didn't stop moving. They
No,
kept on
no,
going.
they don't give a shit. They don't care
don't give a
at
shit.
all.
I want to shoot this motherfucker. What do you reckon,
Oh.
guys?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Bring the noise. Bring the
Bring the
noise,
noise.
Brian.
All right, here we go. A D20 plus 8. So 9 plus 8.
17. That's a hit. If you were aiming at Aragel, who are you aiming at?
There we go. Yeah.
It's 100% what he was going to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit on Aragel. What were you even doing? Sorry.
Oh, chill touch.
Oh, chill touch.
So it's 2d8. I don't have my dice. 2d8. Oh. 7 and an 8.
It's 15
15.
damage. Nice. That's a good shot. That just arcs through. Oh, what is it? This it's a skull, a little claw hand, isn't it?
It's a hand. It's a cold hand goes out.
It's just-
shoots out and
It
touches
just
him.
shoots out, soars across through the rain, and just sinks into the back of his chest, his back of his chest, his back. It's just called a back.
No, it will go through his body and then
Yeah.
the back of his
And he stops with his hand still presenting the sunblade to Strahd and takes 15 damage. What does it do? Does it have any other effects?
Only if he's undead.
Right. Okay. All right. So I mean, yeah, he's taking some damage.
And he also can't regain hit points.
Okay.
At the start of my next turn.
Okay. Cool. All right, the last thing that happens, which I'm going to roll for, and this is good for you guys, not bad for you guys. Where are they? Is there a swarm of... Oh yeah, we can do that. We're going to do the where ravens seeing Aragel present something to Strahd, just comes soaring, coming like dive bombing, trying to swarm them to try and stop this thing from being handed over. They all just attack with their beaks. But they don't seem...
Weeks of beaks.
While they...
They beat Strahd for it, yes!
they all just swarm down, and they're all causing this cloud of feathers and stuff around Aragel and Strahd, and you're not really seeing what's happening, but you don't see anything dropped from that cloud of feathers and birds. And you are now maybe 70 feet away at this point. And let's move you onto a map. It's at the top right. Top left, sorry, if you zoom in. Can you guys see that map? If you zoom all the way out, you should see it at the top left of the
oh my
screen
gosh.
Yes.
all the tokens probably might not be like perfectly placed. So what are we, from the front of you to there? It's about 60 feet. Let's just move them to a point that makes a bit more sense. So it's like 70 feet away. What I will do is we'll take a break and we'll come back and do initiative.
Oh, this is fucking tense, man.
Why can't this motherfucker stay home and receive his packages like everyone else?
Yeah. Maybe he was just reaching in to give him a card to call. We tried to deliver to Raven while you were out.
So sorry, we didn't have your package.
QSD says, like, this feels like a moment in a CRPG just before you load up your old save. Which is very true. That is so true.
Not good. Not good, guys. We've also got him another delivery, which is the woman that he's been trying to grab this whole time.
I have been waiting for you guys to realize that Irina is, with you for this. I was just waiting.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if anyone was going to...
Sword?
Well, maybe we can use her as bait.
Okay.
What?
Say that out loud.
Sword overall.
Sword for 4 hoes, bro.
As the old saying goes.
Yeah.
Magic swords for 4 hoes.
Oh man!
Quickly, just
so many conundrums.
Just going to throw out some quick thank yous to Passive Perception, who rated us with a party of 11. Thank you so much. Sorry that we didn't stop and thank you at the time. I threw up some thanks in the chat. We do record for the podcast at the same time, but thank you. It's very, very appreciated. And I think you gave us some extra follows because of it. So Lady Cat 79, M Burnus, and Passive Perception all followed us as well shortly after. Thank you so much for that support. Carl Zone also cheered with 20 bits. Thank you so much, Carl. And Lark Kiwi's given us the question of the week. If we want to jump into that, or if we want to just talk about what happened for a bit longer, maybe. Squished says he'd swap Irina for the Sunsword.
Nice.
Okay. And Random just cheered with 1,000 bits, dude. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's $1,000, I think. No, I don't. It's not.
Whoa.
What? Save your money.
Check your bank balance,
like, well,
Random.
It's worth cheering for actually seeing the whole character that the story is based around, I'd say. We haven't seen Strahd for ages.
I was thinking that it's been so long since you guys have seen Strahd. The last time
the Druid Mound?
No, it was when he held Mirakin close in Vallaki and demanded Irina, I think.
Oh, that's
and then he stole Isaac.
And then he took,
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go grab some cake.
Yeah, that's...
We're going to have some spaghetti.
That's
It's kind of
Spaghetti.
Yeah. It's... Yes, it's been a while since you've seen Strahd. I've been very, very aware of that, and I was hoping. I've kind of been delaying him showing up because I wasn't sure if and when the dinner at Strahd's was going to happen. But I don't even know if the dinner at Strahd's ever going to happen.
No, I want dinner.
What's going to happen now, right? We'll just say, hey,
He's like, you're
came for dinner and
early.
this fucker just stole our thing.
He's like, oh, that's so awkward. Let me give it back to you. Come inside and we'll have dinner.
As a gentleman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is interesting. This.
Yeah.
I so did not see
Yeah.
this coming. Like, again, like I said last week, I expected you guys to realize the Sunsword was taken when you were sort of too deep into something else to do anything about it. Like, I thought you would have been already up the mount in the Amber Temple and reached for the blade and it's not there kind of thing.
All right.
If we did that then, Morley would still be like, okay, we're going down the mountain.
I so thought we could catch this guy before he got to Strahd as well. I was so hopeful.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to really think about what was the likelihood of that. And did some rolls.
You thought wrong, motherfucker.
Squish just cheered with 100 bits as well. Thank you so much for that, Squished. It's... I ended up going with kind of like rule of cool, right? How cool, story-wise, would it be
Totes uncool.
if it was just like, we lost the sword, now it's back, let's get going. I don't know, I was just like, that doesn't sound as fun.
Yeah. But we're all going to.
No, it would be pretty
how
fun.
Does that sound?
Well, that kind of leads us into Lark Kiwi's question, actually, which was, have you ever been involved in a TPK? He says, before tonight, that is.
No.
No.
No, Joe, this is like your first character ever, so
Yeah.
yeah. And so, Shannon, you've
You've
played a
been
fair
involved
bit,
in an...
and you've never had a TPK?
Well, when I was a kid, we would die every fucking time. I don't think we ever did any
Right.
at all. But it was only a couple of people, and were dickheads, so it doesn't really count. It's not like you play all through Curse of Strahd and then die. It's more like you're going through a cavern or some dungeon, and a trap swings out with a big blade on it, chops your head off. You die.
Right. Back in the old just AD&D days, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just D&D.
Was it what was advanced D&D then? Was it? I don't, because
That's
again,
like
I'm still
second edition,
pretty. Is
sort
that
of,
second
or what
edition?
kind of? Well, it's called first edition AD&D, but there was a D&D before that.
Oh, okay,
Before
cool.
AD&D. That's why it's advanced.
Yeah, right. I thought it was just
Wasn't
like
there some like legal thing that happened that they had to... I don't know.
Not for that. I know there was one about I think they were called hobbits and something. The first one. Now then they changed it to halflings.
Oh, really? They had
So-
hobbits originally. Oh, that's crazy.
I might be wrong, but I'm probably wrong.
Kiosty says, what are the thoughts about the upcoming... Oh, Adam, we'll give you the question that Alap Kiwi asked as well, which was, have you ever been part of a TPK other than tonight?
I haven't played enough Dungeons and Dragons to be part of much,
Yeah.
so no.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I haven't.
That was a no from everyone, so that's fair. And any thoughts about the upcoming changes to D&D? Kirsty says. So it sounds like 2024 is going to be the new rule books.
I don't know what the changes are, so...
Yeah, so can you give me a bit of a TLDR on those?
You mean like 6th
Yeah.
edition?
Yeah, it sounds like whole new core books in 2024.
Like all new
Well, that's
edition?
all they've said was new core
Or is it a
books
re-
in 2024.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if
So
it's...
not like
Money
a
grab.
I think what I reckon it'll be is they've made a bunch. It's because of their 50th anniversary. I think they're just going to take all of these like books that have added things and just put them probably smush them together with the current. Maybe that's my take on it. Anyway, they haven't said
That's
exactly
how they'll
what it's gonna
describe
be.
it as well.
Yeah.
We've smushed it.
We've smushed it.
Same old shit, just smushed together.
Yeah.
$120,
what's-
thanks.
One of the changes was
Wow,
I
anniversary.
didn't 100% wrap my head around, which was spellcasting ability for NPCs is different. making it easier to cast spells or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Or easier to DM that.
Yeah. And like NPCs don't have spell slots or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Just make that shit up anyway. I don't know.
for the most part,
Who follows the rules?
I'm
Yeah.
probably the most interested to see if they change any of like the official races and stuff. Or I know there's been controversy about the way they've handled different races and such and so forth. So I
They-
imagine that will be part of the new canon, that they'll be sort of like tweaking them
That
to make
is
them
one
a
of the
bit
things.
more
They're
palatable.
gonna
But I
add
don't know
dogs.
exactly what that'll be.
It is
What?
100% going to be that. So they say that
Yeah.
there are no good or bad monsters.
What?
They are
I
just
just
whatever
want there
you
to be
want.
at least some that are just evil.
Well, they need to make it one or the other, I guess. So
I guess as it, yeah, but it just kind of. They want to please everyone, I think, is what their kind of tactic is going forward. But you can just like make it whatever you want. And
definitely
Session
not
Zero
like-
would be like,
Well,
oh,
like,
nah, goblins
it's-
are always evil.
It's not that they'll say specifically like, oh, goblins are good or bad. They'll just say, this is a goblin, and this is what the goblin stats are, and this is what a goblin kind of does. And then if you want to add goblins, you can, if you want, make them all evil if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So it just
It's
won't
kind of the-
dictate what it is.
yeah.
They've
Which
kind
is
of made
fine.
it difficult for themselves in a way.
Well, it's all
Because
about
they're trying to
opening
have
it
it
up.
all.
They just want to let people play whatever game they want to play. So if you want something
Yeah.
that is completely evil, you can totally do that. It's just you can't complain if someone else has a squadron
Although
of
you could always
good
do that,
goblins.
couldn't you?
Exactly, they're just making it more official. So
That's
people
why
can't.
I'm like-
So people can't point to the thing and say, "See, you're doing it wrong. It says they're evil."
True, yeah, in the book.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
presumably they won't publish a rule book if they don't want anyone to go like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting balance they have to strike between having rules but also pointing out every
It's
step of the way.
yeah.
But if you don't like it, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't ever say rule book, though, does it? It's like the Dungeon Master's Guide, and then the player's handbook. There's never ever like these are the rules. It's all guides,
Okay.
right? Am I wrong? That's just how I feel of it, anyway.
So there's going to are cat people going to be in there officially in the book?
Don't know. There's rabbit
I don't know,
folk.
but if
now.
they are, they'll all have horrible designs that I'll despise.
Well, I find it weird that there's no dog people. Or maybe there is, but I don't hear
I
about
think
that.
there are, but they're like little monster guys. What are they called?
Oh, like kobolds.
I think
Oh,
that
no,
might
they're
be
more
what I'm
They're
thinking.
kind of
Kobolds,
dog.
birds.
No,
They
no,
used to be
that
dogs. and now
Kinku.
They're like
no,
dragon.
that's a bird.
That's a bird. That's right.
I don't know. I
Monkeys.
swear there's like some kind
I
of
thought
dog.
kobolds
people.
were kind of doggish. Kobolds are lizards.
They used to-
Gnolls. Kirsty says
No,
gnolls.
that's
Yeah.
Right.
must be
But
what I'm
kobolds
thinking
used to
of.
be dog people.
Right. Lapke was saying they are now typically evil and typically good in the new books, not definitely absolute evil, or I guess.
Just like Vistani are typically thieving bastards.
Yeah, we've really dispelled some stereotypes
feel-
with this fucking story.
I feel like Morley and Greg are finding something to connect on now. Finally.
Now, the difference
Finally.
between Morley and Greg is that Greg paints them all with the same brush, but Morley sees them as individuals, and he despises this individual.
That's true,
okay,
that is
so
Thank you. You've given me a lot of credit that I didn't deserve. It's a very charitable interpretation of my character.
Oh, so QSD sort of
You're
talks
welcome.
about the spell casting for NPCs. So it's going to be like instead of having a fireball spell and a certain number of level 2 or whatever spell slots, it'll be like name of the spell. He can do 2 of these a day. So bringing on some more of like treating spells more like legendary actions, I guess, which is kind of good actually. It makes it a bit easier to run instead of being like, all right, well, I've used this spell at level 5, so I'll take off a level 5 spell slot. How many other spell slots for these? It's kind of annoying. It's fun to do when you're a player. It's annoying when you're doing that with all the NPCs. So that definitely makes it a bit easier. I'm actually a bit of a fan of that, to be honest. I think that'll be good.
yeah, I guess I'll also prepare myself for the storm of angry nerds who just despise everything about it and make angry think pieces about how they've ruined D&D forever with this new edition.
Don't isolate the core fan base of getting Dicey, please.
It's just internet outrage abounds at all times.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop it. You can't stop their outrage. That is absolutely going to happen.
You know what's funny? I had to stop following the Pokemon subreddit because it was making me like so upset at how toxic and horrible the fans are. I was like, Pokemon's just this cute little thing where everyone loves the little critters. And it's like, oh no, don't go into the Pokemon subreddit. It's just full of the angriest, most bitter, hateful people you've ever met in your life. And that's the internet.
Yeah. How's everyone's inspiration? Has everyone got inspiration, I think, at this point? Adam, you don't.
I do.
Whose idea was it to go and get the were-ravens? That's what I thought. I thought it was Adam's. Yeah, Adam. I keep forgetting to give out inspiration because I don't know. It's just not top of mind. But that was a fantastic move. So I want to give you inspiration for that. I thought that was really good.
That was really good. That's really good.
There's so many characters in this game that even I realized yesterday. I was like, shit, the were-ravens really haven't made much of a. It was like kind of like this big thing at the start of the campaign, and then you just haven't heard from them yet. Like since that.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting to be used.
Yeah, and you've called in that favor, and I thought that was seriously good. With a better role, it maybe could have done, as in from the were-ravens, it might have even helped a bit more. But they'll be added to the initiative when we get back into it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Anything
Is
else?
Davian amongst them? I can only pray that Davian is.
The one swearing blind.
That's the angriest crow.
Goddamn
Raven.
Strahd!
You'll have to wait when you inspect the dead ones after the fight, I guess.
Oh no! No.
I don't think there's going to be any fight, guys. I think we blast in there, murder this Vistani guy.
Sounds like a fight.
Murder the easy to kill one.
Explain to Strahd, he stole our stuff, came to get it back.
And Strahd will be like, well, fear is fear.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Here you go, love.
He goes, oh, was this yours?
Why, he's a gentleman? Wouldn't he be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Are you still coming for dinner?
Have you met Strahd?
Yeah, he's never fought us. He's always been.
No, but he's not only been some sort of sheriff of the town either, where he's upholding good and evil.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who's that sheriff? That real redneck sheriff from Sheriff Joe or whatever his name is?
Not Boss Hog. He wasn't the sheriff, was he?
From the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Enos.
No, I'm talking about a real life.
Are you talking about a real life sheriff? I've never seen one.
Oh, okay. All right, doesn't matter.
All right, are you guys ready
Blow
for
the tide.
what's next? Have you had some time to think?
Well,
No,
this
just
is
keep
a good-
talking about anything else. I don't want to play anymore.
A good junction, actually. Do we feel like, and this, I don't have an opinion. Well, I do.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to preload anything. Do we feel like this is one that we want to wait for John?
Good question.
Oh, that is a good question.
Well, if Strahd starts to act ungentlemanly, probably.
It's a low
But I
bar.
don't
He
think.
would never.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? Ungentlemanly.
Yeah, dude.
Or Count. He's a count, isn't he? Count Drake. No.
He's not.
Is he a
It's
count?
not Count Dracula.
What is he then?
Sesame Street. One murdered crow. Two murdered crows.
Ravens. They're ravens.
Strahd von Zarevich. What's his formal title?
It's Baron, right? Baron von. I don't know.
Oh, so
You
we're
and, you and he
equals.
are the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a
This
quick
is
look.
important.
No, it is. There is something. It's not. It is a count. I think he is count. Surely, right?
Yeah. He's got to be a count.
You can't be a Dracula stand-in and not be a count, right?
There's the medal for it. And
Account? Oh, I think someone's bloody slipped an O in there by accident. See what I'm saying?
Oh, that would be perfect for Bill's like cutting words spell.
We've got someone saying count, someone saying baron. So I'm sure. I think there's a book which is like I am Strahd or Strahd is me or I am banana or whatever which explains
Are we banana?
Are we banana?
Are we human or are we banana?
Quack Attack
Yeah,
says
what percentage of banana is Strahd?
Quack Attack says he's a count but identifies as a princess, which I like actually. I think that's probably quite true. Princess von Zarovich. The other thing that I was going to ask is, what were we preparing a move from Bill on that in that surprise round?
That's a good question.
Surprise,
I feel like we should.
Because you were saying
He's got a short bow too. Oh no, does he? No, actually, I don't
Um,
think he does.
blood spear.
you got to be a little closer. I don't know. You can
No, he
probably
doesn't
throw
have
that
a-
spear. Just throw the spear. See what
Yeah.
happens, and if he catches it and keeps it, then
Why don't we just hand over all our magical weapons to Strahd immediately?
All of our stuff is going to be. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you again.
No, you shouldn't have.
I reckon we should cast a spell with him. What do you guys reckon?
you got to be. It depends. Yeah, by all means.
But then it's like, Strahd will
Wings.
just automatically save or something if he casts an area.
Are we going to
spell.
attack Strahd?
That is a
No.
good question. That is a
Because
very
I
good
think
question.
that still, like, we're well within our rights to get our stuff back.
Yeah, we don't want to provoke Strahd
All right.
per se.
And I think it, we just explained to Strahd, we haven't seen you in a while. This man stole from us. We come to get our stuff back, our property, and also to accept your invitation to dinner.
Yeah.
I've
I think
I've
that'll
got
work.
a plan. I've got a
Okay.
loose plan.
I reckon. Okay, let's before we have the loose plan, let's bring the sounds back in. Let's get the map up.
And if anyone says it, it can be Bill, because he's good at it. Because he's got high charisma.
If anyone says what?
Just goes and talks to Strahd, say, we've got our things back.
Oh, right.
How's your afternoon?
Let me just set the scene going back into the second half of tonight's session. You've made your way through the gate. You've fired that crossbow bolt through the group and missed them all. The were ravens are swarming them. What you are seeing from 70 feet away now is Strahd on the back of Bocephalus. You're seeing Aragal on the back of a riding horse, and Aragal with the you can see clearly now the Sunblade's hilt in his hand, outstretched towards Strahd. Strahd reaching forward to grab it.
What did
Bill,
you say? How many feet?
You're 70 feet at this point. Bill can do something from now. If you're still wanting to close the gap, you can totally do that as well. If you're wanting to move further forward, what I might get from everyone though, I think now is probably other than Bill, we'll move into a turn order. Let me just clear everything off that. So yeah, let's get nice thunder there. A roll of initiative.
We haven't done an initiative.
Yeah, don't forget to click your tokens.
Yeah, it's just
I didn't
forgot.
click my token.
Damn it.
Oh,
How do I even?
try again.
Oh, you fucker, Strahd.
Ooh.
Oh, God, he's an asshole.
Why? What did he do?
He rolled a 21 for his initiative.
I hate him.
Oh, who else is buddy? Oh, it's you.
What do you mean?
You.
Oh
you
yeah,
also-
21.
Let's bring a swarm of ravens in as well.
Rolled a 19.
How big are their horses? They take up the whole road.
They're massive riding horses, like they're huge.
I'm like, what's that token that looks like a big ass tree? I'm a bit concerned about that. Oh, is that just the swarm of ravens?
Yeah, that's the swarm of ravens.
Okay, I was like, if a tree monster attacks us, that's the final straw.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Who else? We need to roll a bunch of. Who wants to roll for Bill? I'll get Ismark's and Irina's, and if
I'll roll for Bill.
make sure you select
Okay, you
Bill,
do it.
and then
I'm feeling lucky.
Go on, Bill.
Bill gets a turn to start off anyway. He's still in the surprise round, so
I know what Bill gets. I don't know what Bill gets.
this is a big
Here we
turn
go.
order.
I knew I was feeling lucky.
Oh, I don't even have a clue what to do.
Have we got everyone?
For me, Bill's the only one whose picture is a broken JP.
So wait, if we got everyone, we got Morley, American, Bill, Baron, Irina, Ismark, Aragel, the Were Ravens, and we have Strahd. Okay, great. Let me just organize those so it's in a good descending order so we can see exactly who's going first. So
I don't know what to do.
before we kick into this, up until what's Bill doing? What is the idea for Bill's surprise move before the initiative starts?
I think if he's in range, it would be great if he could charm Aragel.
That's a good
into
idea.
Turning away from, because we're not necessarily enemies.
Okay.
Well, Bill isn't, and if he could maybe snatch it away and then come towards us.
Okay, how close
a great idea.
does he need to be?
It's right on this thing. Right? Keeps changing back to the thing.
What's
Charm
the-
person is 30 feet.
So you all will have to get close enough because you're all still in the carriage.
Yeah.
The skeletons in front of Bill as well, obviously, because they're pulling the carriage. So the skeletons are going to have to get pretty close for Bill to be at least 30 feet away.
Well, they can get in one turn. They can all do a little. There I go on my turn, don't they? So
Yeah, and so the idea is if Bill wants to get this in as a surprise move, you have to be 30 feet away.
so before this even starts.
So he could, by all means, he can do this as another turn when the turn order kicks in. But is there anything he wants to do or should do before that? If not, we can get into the turn order.
We could get him to do something with a better range. We could do Dissonant Whispers, which has a range of 60 feet, which would scare Aragel away. But he'd run away from us, so it wouldn't help that much, maybe. But
And it might make charming him more difficult.
Just ignore.
How about we just get him to yell out and use his normal charm, not magical charm, to confuse him?
that sounds like a challenge.
To confuse him.
Yeah. And say,
What would he
maybe
say?
I shouldn't be. My life path was incorrect. Sounds like a Bill thing.
So you're going to say something so charming that Aragel's going to turn around in an instant and be like, "My God, everything I've ever
I
believed
was
in is
so
a
wrong."
lie." Yeah,
Exactly.
it's going to be quite the phrase. I
That
can't wait to
sounds
hear it.
like.
Don't be a dick.
All right, I think unless there's something very clear in your minds that you want Bill to do, I think we just move into initiative order.
Yeah, I guess
So at the top of
unless someone's got
the turn order is the Baron.
Okay, so I guess are we still moving forward?
Are
we within 60 feet?
The group of you are probably closer to that 70 feet. So I've just moved the skeletons at the front as if they're pulling you guys all along. If you're wanting to move forward, if you want to close the gap even further, then the skeletons can either stop and everyone can get out and move towards them, or the skeletons continue moving. It's your turn, so you dictate what the skeletons are doing.
I think we move a bit closer, all of us in the cart, until I'm 75 feet away now. So if I can get to within 60 feet, so just a few more thingies.
So you need to be about there.
Yes.
I can do that. Everyone is going to be moving with you.
Yeah.
I think-
a wise idea to you guys.
So you are now
What?
the skeletons move you all forward as a group, the carriage and all, to a point where you, Baron, are 60 feet
Yes.
away from Aragal. Yeah. Strahd's,
well, I cast
Strahd's eyes are definitely on you at
hold.
this point.
Hold person tightly.
Sure. Do you want to describe that to us? What, is it a roll?
Sure.
Or is
So
it
he
just
has to make a wisdom saving throw of 16 or be paralyzed. So I take a drag of my cigarette, breathe out, and wave the smoke around in front of me, and go, "Hold on, asshole!"
and it was a wisdom
And I'm
saving
gonna
throw.
say, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Aragal has rolled a total of 19.
Ah,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Anything else from you or your skeletons?
Should I shoot him with my skeletons or not? I guess have they been dashing or is this part's normal?
They've done their movement this round.
Okay. Should I shoot him with the skeletons?
What's that going to do?
Kill him.
Kill him.
Isn't that what you were shooting him for? I don't
Yes.
know.
Absolutely, exactly the same. But when someone else is doing it, it's dumb.
We could leave.
You know what? We've made a horrible mistake.
Now that I'm this
Sorry, I thought
close
you were
up,
someone
I
else.
think we should leave.
I didn't know Strahd was going to be here. This seems unfair.
yeah, this is really bad though.
Let's go back to the mountain.
Gucky.
Can we rewind the whole thing? We never visited the Vistani camp and got drunk with them.
I'm
I
just going to
agree.
yell out, "Don't move. That's our property. Put it down. Bring it to us." Yeah, don't put it down. Bring it to us. Okay? We spotted you. You fucking pretended to be our friend. You stole from Morley's pocket.
I'm tripping him.
All right.
You, Strahd, that's not yours either. That's ours.
You've already,
That'll work.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna-
this
You
is going to
wanna
work,
have dinner
guys.
with
I
us
feel
later,
very
So-
do not wreck it now.
you've already done your action, so you're just kind of babbling while everyone else is taking their
Okay.
turns.
That's worked well.
It is Strahd's.
Can you have the skeletons like wag their fingers to get
Yes.
exacerbate the guilt trip?
Just as like a metronome, just choo, 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 back and forth in time.
No, he.
It is Strahd's turn, and he's kind of batting away at some of these ravens just with his hand. Does he hit any of them? Yeah, he does. He hits one with the back of his hand and just like claps it for like a point of HP damage, and then looks towards Aragal and looks down at the hilt of his brother's sword in Aragal's hand, and there's just a moment of just like this tense moment where he's staring in Aragal's eyes. You can't really hear what he's saying, but he's mouthing something to Aragal as he puts his hand down onto the hilt in Aragal's hand. Morley, it's your turn.
I kill myself.
It's the only way out.
Continuing. Yeah.
Morley, can you activate your sword that you're attuned with from a distance? It goes straight through Strahd's head.
I don't believe so, but
Just do that.
Let me just check the. And this is not my action. I'm just trying to bring the fucking thing up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have the sunblade, so you definitely can't roll with it.
Oh well, I think that's the answer then. I can't activate it while it's away
Okay.
from me.
No, you have to be holding it.
You can't yell out,
Okay.
Sonny.
Sonny.
Okay,
Said its name.
all right. This might sound. I want to run this one by both of you before I do it. I can disguise myself. What if I disguise myself as Irina, and then like throw back the wagon doors and go, "Yoo-hoo! I've come for our wedding."
This has already happened. I did that before.
Yeah.
You've been Irina.
In this exact area of the map as well, strangely enough. But
climbing
the Baron did use magic. I don't know if you're just doing that or just want to use your disguise kit.
It's just Molly hastily slapping on some lipstick. This will work.
Over the beard and everything. Yoo-hoo.
Is that your plan?
It's a good idea.
No, you're right.
Quick, Irina, give me your dress.
Is that what you were going to do? It's not magic.
It's a spell. It's a spell.
Oh, there's a spell.
It is
Okay,
a spell.
good. Okay,
Okay,
good.
right. Yeah, I have done it before, and he wasn't
bad.
fooled.
He wasn't fooled.
No, I thought he
find
was.
that hard to believe.
Yeah.
All right. And how far away are we now?
Morley?
Sorry to keep asking the same.
No, that's fine. You are 55 feet away from Aragel, 60 feet away from Strahd.
55 feet from Aragel. Okay, I'm gonna use.
You can move. You can jump out of the carriage and move if you like.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I get any of the mechanics wrong. Just tell me if I can't do anything. But
Sure.
I want to get within 30 feet and then use an action.
You're going to have to get off the carriage and close that distance.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I want to do that, and then I want to use an action.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You can move one more square forward if you like. If you want, you have to if you want to be within 30 feet. There you go.
Cool.
So you dismount
I'm
the
gonna-
carriage and walk past the rows of skeletons keeping that carriage mobile. What do you do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna shoot out Mage Hand and try
yes.
and yoink. And try and yoink the hilt.
Oink it.
I'm trying to yoink Christopher Argyle's hilt.
All right. It is currently
Get him
currently
outside.
at this point in Strahd's grip. Like he does have his hand on it at this point. So can Mage Hand, what's the rules with Mage Hand in regards to trying to like tug of war something out of someone's hand? Is it a
Central
strength?
floating hand appears at a point you choose. The hand. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door, stow or retrieve an item from an open container,
Grab a sword
or
from
the
the
contents.
vampire's hand.
Because it's from my understanding, it can do like 5 pounds of force, right? It can carry.
10.
Is it
10
10
pounds.
10 pounds? Versus, well, that's not too bad. Why don't? Is it a roll?
I have a
What is it? Or is it just like just an instant?
It's just
you
a
just roll it.
cantrip that I can.
I feel like I need to
I
get some
think
sort
I-
of roll for this.
I imagine
Maybe-
it would be like a strength versus strength or something, or strength
Or-
versus wisdom or something.
Or maybe it's just versus surprise. Like, oh, I
Versus-
didn't expect that hand to show up.
Yeah, so he gets advantage.
Strahd seems like
point.
the kind of guy that would be absolutely surprised by.
10 pounds
Yeah,
is
you
what?
always-
That's like 4.6 kilograms of pressure or something, right?
I think probably the easiest way to visualize it is just like it would be the similar strength to an actual hand grabbing something, right?
Yeah, let's do.
Have you ever?
It's
Have you
only
ever
gonna beat
played?
him.
What we could do. So, what's your best stat? Is it strength or wisdom? Because wisdom is your like your
Oh,
magic
definitely
modifier,
wisdom.
right? Your spell modifier is
Definitely
wisdom. So we're going to do
It's
wisdom.
bad, but it's still.
We're going to do wisdom versus strength.
Don't I cast my magic through intelligence?
Oh, is it intelligence? What's
I
your
think I cast my magic
DC?
through intelligence.
Well, that's where
The
you
reason
get
I'm
the-
saying that obviously is because I've got a higher stat there.
It might be. It might very much be. Let's just take a quick look. Because your spell.
Yeah, I don't know rogues.
save-
Rules lawyer.
Wait,
me,
Reagan,
Beauty.
you played
Intelligence.
a rogue.
It's it's
You should
intelligence.
know.
Yeah,
I knew it was
because I
intelligence.
played a rogue like 2-3 years ago once. Yeah, it's
an
an
arcane.
and I
For
didn't-
like only a year.
But I didn't choose an arcane one, so I didn't have spells.
Oh, so you didn't have magic.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
So it's intelligence. So you can roll. We're going to do an intelligence versus Strahd's strength save. So give me an intelligence roll.
I will. As soon as Roll20 loads up.
This could be.
Those
This
things.
could be big. This could be. This could be.
I know
big.
what it
Leaving
could
you,
be.
Morley.
All
Ooh,
right.
do you want to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Da-da-da.
Great call. The one I just got. I do. So I'll roll
Yes.
it with advantage.
Okay.
Right? Is that
Yeah.
how it works?
Yeah. Roll with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Is it a saving throw or just the?
Just
throw?
a standard intelligence roll.
Okay. All right. Oh dear. It's not good, folks. It's an 8.
6 plus 2, is it?
It's 6 plus 2. Total of with
Yeah,
with
don't forget about
advantage.
that. Plus 2.
With
That's so
advantage,
abysmal.
it is a total of 8, which does beat Strahd's net 1 roll. Not expecting this at all. Morley, you send out this skeletal mage hand which just shoots across, grabs the hilt like through Strahd's hand, and just yanks it from his grip. He doesn't even close his hand around it in time, and it is already on its way back to you. I did not see that coming
King shit.
at all. That is amazing.
Bye-bye.
Amazing call on the inspiration. Thank you so much.
That was amazing. Anything else from Morley?
I'm the king of the world. I murder Strahd immediately with it. Slice him into 8 bits. I say, what's something cool he could say?
Nothing cooler than
Not today,
asking
you
others.
vampiric scum.
Yeah.
Guys, what's something I can say?
Yeah. Next time I'll pull out your fangs with those.
Aaron, what do I...
What's something cool?
I should call him a dick. No, I say not today, you vampiric scum. As the hands like swooshing back towards me.
Perfect.
Swooshing. It's
Nice.
going.
Both Aragel.
You're like Luke Skywalker.
Does it also flip him off as it goes?
Both Aragel and Strahd's eyes are like just whipped back in your direction as that blade courses through the air. It lands in your hand, and the excitement and like it goes. There's like this fury at first, this anger coming into your hand from that hilt. Just turns into absolute excitement and joy when it realizes whose hands it has found itself back into. American.
And yeah, it wouldn't be the only thing to feel like that when Morley gets his hands on it. Winks at Irene.
Okay.
Okay. American, over to you.
Wow, I can't believe my eyes. My eyes bug out as I see Morley's extreme success, and I'm just like, yes! He can't get back to the cart though yet, can he? Because he's gone ahead of the cart.
He's already.
He can still move.
Well, how much movement has he used?
He only moved a little bit.
He's used 30 for sure to get that, because he
yeah.
was 60 and now he's 30.
Right.
So I'm thinking, we need to hold them up so we can get out of here, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna yell out, "Yes, Molly, yes!" "Yeah, call upon the spirits of the earth, hear my cry!" And I'm going to cast erupting earth underneath them and their horses.
What? What is this?
Yeah. So a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point.
What is
Every creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw.
What was the
A creature takes
name of the spell?
erupting earth.
Okay. Let me just do something cool here.
And the birds
Ooh.
are flying as well.
Oh
so
my.
And it was at 20... Is it 20 feet, is it?
20 feet, yeah.
So-
Let me put the details in the chat.
Fancy. Look at this.
Joe,
Score.
you should now have access to move that wherever you want.
Cool.
So you can place that wherever you like.
Yeah. I'm trying to put it in the chat for people to see what the rules are. So I've just done that now. So I put it directly underneath Strahd and the horses.
Okay, so it's the horses that
Should
are...
I? Yeah, no, I should.
Yeah.
It'll be the horses that
I'm
need
going
to
to
make
waste
that
his dumb
roll.
horse, I hope.
Stupid
I hope.
horse.
I hope they fall over and then the horses fall
Persepolis can
onto
fly,
them.
can't it?
But it's actually a cube. So if you think about it, the churned earth probably shoots up out of the ground and impacts the riders as well, right?
But we're going to start with the horses, because if the horses fall, there's nothing
Not
that
the
they
birds.
can,
Yeah, true.
they can do, right? So Aragel's horse rolled a total of 3. What was the damage that it takes? 3d12.
3d12.
Roll 3d12, please.
Yeah. Waste that guy's
Okay.
horse.
Yeah, screw that horse. I mean, look,
There we
desperate
go.
times. I don't condone hurting horses, but I've rolled 19.
Not bad.
The dirt
I don't
just,
condone hurting horses, but I really fucked that horse up.
the dirt just like kicks up, right? Just kicks up, beating the shit out of the horse, toppling the horse over, killing it instantly. That horse just
Sorry, which
gets
horse?
Aragel's horse. Aragel
Normal horse.
obviously isn't even going to roll on this. He too fails because he's on a dropped horse. So can you roll another 3d12 for actually we'll keep the same one. It was a pretty good roll. 34. So the horse is
Oh, I
dead.
just rolled again.
Okay, we'll take whichever.
Oh, yes.
24 this time.
Okay, we'll take
Take that, you scum.
11
I'll
and
take
2.
your own grave for you. How about that?
Nice.
I'm just
That's something cool you could have
Nice.
said, Morley.
Yeah. I wish
I
I'd have
prefer
thought of
Yoink.
that.
I think Yoink was also quite good.
Aragel is now prone. His horse is dead. But we'll just give him a little prone symbol. So
Man, he's got some
There you
HP on there, huh?
he does.
What the heck?
We'll also get Bocephalus to roll. So that was a dex saving throw.
Against spell saver 15.
Do you know what? Bocephalus topples down. Can you give me 3d12? Oh, actually, it doesn't topple. It takes 3d12 damage. Let's see exactly what happens to Bocephalus.
Okay. I rolled 18 this time.
Okay. Cool. It doesn't... Does it say whether or not they fall to the ground? They take blah, blah, blah. The ground in the area becomes... I could just... Okay. Strahd also will do a dex saving throw since he didn't get knocked to the ground. Dex saving throw.
Bet he'll succeed.
Yeah, Strahd rolled well. He rolled a total of 19.
So he takes half the
He
damage.
takes that. So give me another 3d12 for Strahdy boy.
Strutty boy. I've only rolled 13 this time. So he gets what? 7?
Yeah,
6?
Yes.
You round down?
You round,
I hope he's not mad about that. He
Yeah,
won't
round-
take it personally.
round down. So that's 6 damage. He just gets a few scratches from the dirt that's been kicked up. What you may not have expected though is those ravens are all within that 20-foot cube that you've created.
Oh no! I kill all the. I thought they'd
they're
be safe
flying.
because they're flying.
I mean, it's you're the one that pointed out that it was a cube of 20 feet, so it's not like it's just...
No, but I used the point to only go up as far as the horses and the people, but not the ravens flying above them.
Oh, okay, I'll allow it. I don't want to have to roll every goddamn raven anyway.
I don't want to
fine.
kill all the ravens.
No, that's fair.
Just
You
by
wouldn't-
being
yeah,
like-
you wouldn't just-
Davian's son.
Yeah, I mean, you'd know, you'd be controlling it to make sure they didn't get hurt, so that's fine. I just wanted to...
Why don't we just kill one raven to like spirit up? Just like-
just to get us motivated.
So that's pretty successful. You got one... Aragel's horse is dead. Aragel is prone on the ground. Strahd and Bocephalus are still standing, and the were-ravens are still sort of circling around them. Anything else from Mirakin?
There's the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain
Correct.
until cleared.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good enough for me.
Okay. It's Aragel's turn, who spends half of his movement getting up, and sort of as he does, he's looking at his horse, and his when you do catch a look at his face, it's just twisted in fury. Like he's had 2 horses stolen already, and now a third one killed. He's fuming. He's not happy about this.
And fuming.
And he pulls out. Actually,
Pull out.
Yeah, put it back.
Morley, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
Because Aragel just looks with his face twisted in scorn in your direction. You can't see it, but everyone, because you're Oh no, you're still facing in that direction. You see it. Wisdom saving throw of 7.
7.
Morley, you instantly go blind and deaf. Just boom. Completely blinded. Everything just cuts out completely. You can't see anything. You can't hear the rain. You can feel it landing on you. You can feel the reverberations of the thunder under your feet. But you cannot see or hear a thing. I'm just going to have a quick...
What does Morley look like when that happens?
what is...
Just close his eyes.
I'm blind!
Open your eyes,
I'm
more.
deaf!
Blind and deaf.
I'm the Helen Keller of this party!
We can teach you Braille. No, you can't.
Also, on any decks, you've got, from now on, while blind and deaf, you're going to have disadvantage on all ability checks and saving throws tied to dexterity. This is just something on top of being blind and deaf.
Cool. Is this like a forever thing?
Yeah, your character's blind forever.
It happens to all of us.
You've got no idea, but you are now, the last thing you heard through the pouring of the rain before your hearing disappeared was Aragal muttering and cursing under his breath, staring at you with his twisted face.
I didn't think he was going to be a spellcaster.
Like a stony curse.
It is
it is the curse.
It is Irina's turn, and she's looking to you lot for advice here. She's like, I think we should go. I think we should go. What are we doing here? Why are we still here?
I'm blind!
I think just stay under the blanket.
You can't even
okay?
hear
We're gonna
yourself yelling that, Morley. You can't. You don't even know if you're making up the right words and sounds.
I probably
Getting
shouldn't
louder
do the
and
deaf
louder.
voice.
leave. You do not.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, just Celine Dion voice. Well, just stay there, Irina. Just stay under the blankies.
Okay, so she'll spend her
leave
time sort of hiding herself, trying to cover herself with different blankets and stuff that are within this the carriage.
Strahd would never think we're so stupid to bring you directly to him.
I don't know.
I'm going to say we'll protect you at all costs.
And I'm going to once again yell, I'm blind!
The swarm is going to attack Aragal once more. And it is a miss. They despite him flying down, he manages to. They kind of just hit different parts of his armor without damaging him. It is Bill's turn. What do we have in mind for Bill?
Cast friends. No. Should he do his spell?
Emotions. He's real good at that.
Because he'd have to get out of the cart if he wanted to charm anyone, and I feel like we should get people to stay in the cart if possible.
He's a good
'Cause we want to get out of
65,
here now,
70
right?
feet away, yeah.
So maybe he could cast Dissonant Whispers now?
Is he far enough away or
And
close
try
enough
and-
for that?
I don't know.
It's
What do you
60
guys
feet.
think?
A lot of stuff is 60 feet.
Does it have a range, is it an area effect or is it just like a point?
I think it's an attack on one
Ah,
person.
right. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's
So
right. That's
I guess
the
he
one.
could jump out for 10 feet, cast something, jump back in for 10 feet, right? Because he only needs to go 5 feet. He could do, that's good. Should we do that?
Either that or Hypnotic Pattern, I think. Although,
Help me.
actually, I think he's used that spell slot. I don't know if his character sheet's up to date or not.
No, we just had a long rest.
Yeah, you guys just had a long
Oh, yeah,
rest,
true. So we
it's
should
fine.
have that available.
Yeah.
So hypnotic pattern, if that works, then the range is 120 feet on that. If that works,
It'll
then we
just-
can just leave. Let's do it. It doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
All right, so hypnotic.
The other one is enemies abound, but I think hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. If that can give us time to leave, that'd be great.
Let's bring
Yeah,
out...
because
Someone's playing.
Strahd won't be able to follow us if his horse gets hypnotized. Hopefully.
How big is the...
It's a 30-foot cube.
30?
You want me to read it?
It's 20...
So,
I'll put
range
it
is
in the
120
chat.
feet, 30-foot cube.
Oh, sick. Fuck, it looks good.
Oh yeah, cool.
Whoa.
We'd like to give it some flavor.
Yeah.
He pulls out his instrument, right? His lute or lyre or whatever it is.
So
What
he's
does he
first.
have?
So he's first. Does he have to move out of the carriage, or is
guitar
he?
thing?
Is he able to move?
He's got a 120
Oh,
foot
perfect.
range.
Okay, great. Yeah, pulls out his lute.
Yeah, he should slip into his guild persona and just be like, "And now a sweet ditty." I don't know. No, that's the wrong accent. That's German.
That was good though.
Wait, someone do a great Gil impression. What would Gil say?
Never met him.
Don't you feel like when Bill turns from Bill into Gil, he should like turn his hat around backwards?
Right. How or swish his cape over the back.
Yeah, swish his
Say,
cape over his shoulder in a
Yeah.
a jaunty manner.
Yeah.
So he does that, and then he's like,
Because look into my eyes. Not around my eyes. Look directly in my eyes. Is it hypnotizing them, right?
yeah. I think he plays a melody that creates twisted colours in their minds.
Oh, Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
does
a
that.
ballad.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
Goddamn.
yeah, Bill does exactly that, and a twisting pattern of colours just starts weaving through the air around Aragal and Bocephalus and Strahd, but low enough not to include the were-ravens. Aragal has rolled an 18 against the spell save of 16, so Aragal has managed to succeed.
Oh,
Strahd didn't roll enough, but he's choosing to succeed. And Bocephalus did not roll enough. Bocephalus rolled 4, which means Bocephalus is charmed for the duration of the spell, and has just can't move, has a speed of 0. If it takes any damage, it'll shake it out of its stupor. So it's just kind of standing there, dumbfounded at this moment.
And his eyes are like spinning.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like little
the
spirals.
little flame in its eyes is now just like a little spiral flame. And so is his fiery mane as well, has got little spirals through it too.
Nice work, Bill. That might help.
We'll move
Bill
over.
says something cool and charismatic,
Yeah, of course.
like, "Gotcha."
Gotcha. It's Ismark's turn.
Cowabunga!
Yeah, no, he says "cowabunga."
Yeah, that's
That's his new
definitely.
catchphrase.
Don't eat a cow, man.
That's
we'll just have to let John know when he gets back that cowabunga is Gil's catchphrase.
yeah.
Audacious.
It's Ismark's turn, and he's busy fussing over making sure Irina is covered and hidden. So just basically making sure that's okay. And he shouts out, "Morley, get back here! We need to get out of here!"
I'm blind!
And it's just like this. All he can hear is just like this, as the rain's pouring down, and thunder's booming out. We're back with Baron.
Okay, well, I'm going to get 2 skeletons to grab Morley by either arm, hoist him up, and pull him over and shove him into the wagon.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll allow that to happen.
The rest of the skeletons will turn the wagon around and start getting the fuck out of here.
The moment the skeletons start moving towards Morley, Strahd just walks through the upset ground and the swirling hypnotic patterns and closes in the distance between where he was and where Morley was standing, just as the skeletons reach Morley's side.
Oh. It was nice knowing. But he's blind now.
Morley, you're feeling just these skeletal. You haven't been able to see or hear anything, and you just feel these skeletal arms grabbing each on each of your sides. Has your plan changed at all? Are the skeletons going to continue moving Morley towards?
Well, that's what they're trying to do. Are they being stopped or?
No. He's just moving. He's basically just closed that distance at this time.
Well, they want to shove him into the wagon. That's what they've been told to do. I don't know what the fuck Strahd. It's not even Strahd's turn, but he seems to be having a go.
How dare he?
What a
Wow.
So
Yeah.
ill-mannered.
Yeah, thought you were a gentleman.
All right, they go to move Morley away towards the wagon, and Strahd strikes out with an attack of opportunity. And rolls a nat 20.
Why would he attack us?
Oh well, no. Well, that's the thing. It's he's reached. His hand darts out. It's just an attack roll, right? His dad shows up.
Dad tells him off. It's bedtime.
His dad darts out and goes, "It's not even your turn."
Yeah, you're being impolite.
His hand darts out and grabs Morley, and puts him into a grappled state.
No.
Don't try and grapple Morley. He's being dragged. Does that?
It'll be a strength versus strength. Will do on
Well,
this.
that's what they'll try. A skeleton strength. These
Actually, it won't be a strength. It'll be strength versus the DC that I've got here.
Oh no.
Oh.
But both the skeletons will roll strength, so it'll be at
It'll be
advantage essentially, right?
I'll let it be at advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so they've got an even 10 for strength. So no bonus. So 1d10 and another d10. An 8 and a 7.
Morley's.
Oh, what did I roll a d10? I supposed to roll a d20. Like,
Okay.
what an idiot.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's very low. A 19.
That's better.
And sorry about that, Molly. And oh no, I got a 3 and a 19.
3 and a 19. 19 is enough. The skeletons managed to... Morley, you've just felt like these two skeletal arms grabbing your hands, grabbing you on your sides, and you felt this hand grab you by the collar. And you just shout, "I'm blind!" in his Strahd's face.
I'm blind.
And then you are just pulled away from that grasp, just yanked back towards the carriage. And they load you up into your senses are just gone. All you're doing is you're feeling the puddles and ground under your feet, these pebbles rolling around under your feet, and you're sort of pushed, and you can feel your hands go out and you feel the carriage. And Irina bursts, or maybe not Irina, she's hiding. Maybe it's Ismark leans forward and grabs onto you and sort of starts pulling you into the carriage. Anything else?
Smell Ismark.
Anything else from the Baron?
Ismark's been having some nervous farts, so we can smell.
Well, yeah, so hopefully these guys are turning the carriage around and boosting out of there. I am going to attempt to do hold person on Strahd.
Okay.
So he has to
Good luck, Baron.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. He has to do a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
So that's the number anyway. Is it a meat?
He let's have a quick. Sorry, let's just have a look here. He doesn't roll enough, but he manages to push it away.
He pushes it away.
He chooses to succeed. Just through sheer of will. That spell doesn't hold.
His dad shows up and helps him. All right, so that didn't succeed. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm shook. I'm shook, to be honest. So, but hopefully we're moving now, so we should be going 60 feet per turn.
Let's have a quick. You've had some movement from some of your skeletons to get them back into position. You can definitely start the
And
movement,
turning around,
but you're
probably
turning
a better
around. And yeah. So there's definitely like. So can we just go like that? We'll just go like that.
We're upside down now, yeah.
Did that work? We'll just grab all of them and we'll just rotate them just a little bit more as well. So you kind of. I think that's probably about right. If we do that, so it's kind of moved them forward and started doing the turn. It is Strahd's turn.
What? Again? How many turns has this guy got?
I know. Strahd's mum.
And a very naughty boy.
And
I've got a request.
is it don't? Please don't.
Yeah, can you not?
Yeah.
Can you please not?
Strahd take
Is the
request.
I
you at
just want
dinner.
to I just want to see what Strahd's saying or like what he's doing with his face because I want to get to know him in battle.
You want
Has
to?
he just been silent this whole time?
He was saying something to Aragel, and he's moved forward to grab Morley, and he hasn't had a chance to say anything to Morley at this point. So he hasn't been saying much. But you got in a little too early. He was about. I was just going to say he's about to. He cuts through the rain. You can hear his voice, and he says, "You come this far with my gift, Irina, and you're leaving now." And he casts Fireball.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Oh no! Irina's gonna die.
I mean, like he's not an idiot. He's not trying to kill Irina.
Well, he's going to.
And he just places.
Imagine how embarrassed he'll be.
Embarrass him to death.
He aims
Bub's
that
good.
fireball onto all of the skeletons pulling this carriage.
That's not cool, guys. That you have been targeted.
It's rather
Singled
hot.
out.
It is. He's casted at level 5.
Oh my!
That sounds dangerous.
So this just big streak of fire flashes from his finger, and
It's
just
level 5?
blossoms with this low roar into an explosion of flame. I need to get a dexterity saving throw from your skeletons.
I don't even have a level 5 spell. This is high, guys. A
Good
dexterity save.
Yeah.
So we got a 14 plus 2. I don't know.
Uh,
I mean, I've got a plus 2. I don't know how I'm looking at
so feel free to.
a 9.
I'm like, surely if
plus
they
2,
save, they're gonna be in trouble.
11. Do you want them for all of them, or?
You can choose because I'm going to be rolling damage.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Here's the dice. Let's do. Okay, so. Oh, did you just do damage? 28.
I just
If
rolled
they-
damage. If they fail,
Yeah.
they take 28 damage. If they succeed, they'll take 14.
Yeah. Okay. So how much damage? I mean, how much do they have to roll to succeed?
They have to roll over. Meets beats 18.
They have to get an 18.
They have to
18?
roll. They have to roll an 18 or higher.
Okay, Florence is dead.
Nice.
Nat 20. I can't see some of their names. Second one survives. Oh, maybe I'll just do it through my list actually.
Okay.
So and then I can just strike them off. Sorry. So Veshta is dead. Vargas survived, so it takes how much? 14.
14.
So he's got 6 HP left. Now, Trish is dead. Tanya
It
is dead.
is also done.
Oh no!
Derek
It's also dead.
14, so he's dead.
No.
Winona.
Derek is worse than dead.
Winona is dead.
No.
Trent. Is dead. With a 15. Mandy.
He's alive.
Uh,
Well, maybe.
Survives. With still says 6 HP. Not like the movie Mandy,
I love that movie.
starring Nicolas Cage. Florence
14 damage for Florence.
is alive. Great. And Patty. Oh, actually,
Oh, I think I didn't drag extra one in there.
one of them is in there. I'm not sure if that's. Yeah, I mean, Patty probably doesn't have to do one.
Okay. So how many have you got left?
Got 5. So 5 died, and 5 are alive.
I think
Oh dear.
yeah. Let's
I'm pissed.
leave this. Do you want to select or delete the ones that are dead, or put a cross on them or something? The movement of the carriage just sort of comes to a halt. It slows down massively, just with the weight of the carriage on only 5 of their shoulders. And Strahd says, "Give me Irina. I know she's
Not
in
this
there.
shit again.
I know she's in there. It is time for me to take my bride."
I'm blind.
And I think now is
Go
a
to
good
hell,
time. I think now is a
idiot.
good time to maybe wrap it up, because I don't know where this is going to go from here, and I want to make sure Bill. I really want to make sure Bill is here for it. Plus, I really like the idea of it ending with Morley just screaming, "I'm blind."
Some wins, some losses in there. You know. Boy, that's
I mean,
tough. It's a tough one.
You've got the Sunblade. At least you have that.
Yeah,
Look
so we
on
got
the
that.
bright side of life.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was full on.
Oh yeah. Where's this? Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's a real head spin, man. Like, come out of that session just like, fuck, where to now? Oh, everything feels so uncertain.
Yeah, I need to do. I just want to read something. Feel free to.
Soul searching.
So,
Quickly read something. Oh, sorry, you're all dead.
oh yeah, sorry, that fireball actually killed everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, I just got bored. Honestly, I'm bored of the whole thing.
It's taken 50 plus episodes.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. Morley's situation. Morley's situation is gonna be really, really interesting. Because
Well, he's in the wagon.
yeah. You guys might want
The
to
wagon
start.
explodes.
You guys might want to start thinking of fun physical ways for Morley to be able to talk to you guys and to communicate back and forth. Because this could be for quite some time.
Oh my.
Well,
Bill
that
has
sounds
message. Will be good.
Oh yeah.
dumb. Oh yeah, message.
Yeah,
Just open
yeah.
up the comms.
Yeah, that's a good.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
be
good
like
idea.
Cuba Gooding Jr. from that movie that Cuba Gooding Jr. was in, where he was deaf, but also I'll be blind.
What I'll do. I know I gave out inspiration in the break, but let's talk inspiration from the chat. So if the chat, I think Morley's actually the only one without it again, because no one else seems to use inspiration. You're welcome to use it in these big
didn't
tough
have a
situations.
Hey, how am
I
I
wanted
how am
to.
I
I
meant
don't
to
know,
use
actually.
it when
I
I'm
don't know.
casting a spell?
That's true. That is true. You could. I'm happy for you to use inspiration when casting a spell, and it means they can roll at disadvantage. It's the same as asking for.
Now
You
you're
can
telling
do
me.
that?
I'm happy to do it. I mean, I'm not going to. Otherwise, it just limits
All right.
to like melee users. So screw that. I'm happy for you guys to
It
use
would
it.
be nice.
Yeah, and death
to-
saves.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a conventional way to use it, or is that
I don't
like?
even care. I think it makes sense. I think it's totally fine. Just gives you a spell a bit of extra juice.
I want the chat to tell us if that's meant to be how you use it or not. I'm just curious.
Yeah. I'm sure we can.
And we've got 9 skeletons here.
Foolish Fool says, I'm pretty sure you can use it that way. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks
It makes
for
sense,
reminding
right?
me.
Otherwise, it's just for, like,
Damn, yeah, I should have
anyone.
used that, I guess, but
Yeah.
you know,
I would have used it in
you
my...
know how
Oh, actually.
how cool were
Whole
the new
piece of the
visuals for the
module.
spells as well, just to help.
They were great.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
really
useful.
Made stuff so easy, and I like the fact that they were kind of each one was personalized with a bit of graphic that made you like know what the spell was. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's like a
Yeah.
I've got a massive list of but I think I've got a graphic for every spell, which is or area spell.
Cool.
I think. I should have even got Mage Hand. I could have thrown that
nice.
out.
You know how I said Bill has the horn of blasting? I can see why he's never used it.
Oh, really? What does it
Do you want me to
say?
tell you why?
Makes everyone deaf and blind.
Each use of the horn's magic has a 20% chance of causing the horn to explode. The explosion, wait for it, the explosion deals 10d6 fire damage to the blower and destroys the horn.
So you
So
want
I
to
can see why he hasn't used that.
You want to trick someone else into blowing it is basically the idea, right?
Yeah, but then it's only still a 1 in 5 chance of it hurting them.
That's a good
Blow my
point.
horn.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? No shade to him for not having used that yet.
Yeah, look, a lot of people are chiming in. So you can also use it for con saving throws to keep concentration and to actually hit them and stuff like that too when using spell attacks. Card says attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks. Larp Kiwi says raw, but many people use it for spells. Kiosty says you can
okay.
use it raw on spell attack rolls like Firebolt. So like if it was something that requires like an AC.
Okay.
But I'm totally down for you using it to impose disadvantage. It's just boosting your spell, right? Inspiration to boost your spell. I'm fine with it.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's fair. It's the rule of cool, right? Basically.
It was fun to do Erupting Earth. That was the
That
first
was
time I've used
cool.
it, I think.
You fucked up Aragel's horse big time.
As a druid, I thrive on killing innocent animals.
yeah. Anyone think you guys were going to be seeing Strahd tonight?
No.
I thought he'd be in his castle, like if we had to go all that way.
Mm.
Not
I
me
had an
on the
inkling.
fucking
Yeah.
road.
An inkling?
Just when
Yeah.
you were sort of saying, oh, it could go so many ways, I thought, oh, well, there's an outside chance then that I guess we could see Strahd, we could see, some vampire spawn or something like that.
I had written down when I was prepping last night, I was like, okay, option number 1 for tonight is Mount Gakis. I was like, all right, they're just going to be like, look, I was toying up with the idea of Luvash saying, look, he left hours and hours ago, and seeing and possibility being that you guys just go, we're not going to catch up. Let's just help Casimir. The other one I thought that might happen is when I stopped you at the gates, I thought you might just realize, oh shit, it's Strahd. We're just going to just leave. Watch and see what happens, and then just leave. And then the other thing was stop and fight or try and get the blade back. So this has been good.
Well, we got the blade back.
You
Yeah.
did.
You didn't count on old
That was so good.
Spirit fingers.
Mage Hand.
That was
so good.
So good.
Yeah.
But now we're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that pissed him off a little bit. Taking the blade
But
from his hand.
I assume the invitation still stands for dinner.
Which just to clarify, I know you're mad now. Maybe we can put this all behind us with a lovely glass of Chateau d'Iston.
So, this is one of the reasons I was like, I don't know if the dinner is ever going to happen now. I don't know, because maybe he still wants you to like show up and bring Irina or so, or I don't know how this is going to end.
It might be a bit awkward if he's like, keeps being rude.
He's held off attacking you guys directly a lot.
But now he's killed 5 skeletons.
Well, he hasn't hurt you guys though.
I'm blind and deaf.
That was Aragel. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
him.
but
Who
also
is still alive, by
skeletons
the way.
part of the crew.
He just sees them
Rude
as
of him.
skeletons, though. But yeah,
Well, that just shows what kind of a person he is.
it does. It does. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So take a break for the origin stories next week, is it, or are we gonna continue on?
Well, we got to continue. We got to kill this guy.
Yeah, you gotta kill this guy. Is this it? This is the showdown. This is the one.
I think we need the old rope trick, Baron. We need to be
Put a rope up
scarfing
her. Is that what it was?
No,
put her up a
it
rope.
was put her up a rope.
Put her up a rope.
Sorry, I misworded that.
Yeah, we could
you-
do
badly.
that.
Badly.
But I mean, he's still going to be there after 8 hours or whatever it is.
What if he gets bored
An
and goes
hour.
home?
Yeah, that's what
Like a Roomba.
Let's go recharge when the sun comes out.
The sun! I'm sure that'll come to our aid in sunny Barovia.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
he's got Bill has
Yeah.
got his fucking thing. He shows
That's
it.
got his fucking thing.
Sun beams out of it. Boing.
Yeah. But it just, so this is what I've been wondering in my mind. If we start opening up a can with all our magical weapons, that kind of provokes a bit of a be-all and end-all fight, I think.
Yeah.
For someone, sure.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
my
right.
point. Like, we kind of provoke, like, the final showdown immediately with that. Because it's not like, well, we either kill him, I guess, or be killed. It's kind of a kill or be killed situation, I think.
Yeah, we need to just try and get away without like starting an all-out death match. You know, that's I think the
Yeah.
plan. But
Yeah. But then he
we've kind
just
of
killed
lost
our speed. I mean, 5 skeletons should be pretty powerful, but
I mean,
More
it's
like
the
10.
strength of just 5 men, but that ones that don't get tired. So
yeah.
you've got all of
They can
your
just,
you've got all of your gear. They wouldn't be moving fast. They'd be able to move you, but I'd probably rule it at like 20 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, so it'd be a slow escape. As in, you guys
I'm sure
could
Strahd can't go
run
fast.
faster for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Let's just do one of those real slow escapes.
Just yeah.
Well, what I'm worried about is like I cast a spell at Strahd and he's like, nah, don't like it. I don't like that one.
Well, we were struggling with the revenants, weren't we? They were able to kind of
Who aren't
absorb
too
things, and they're
far
walking
behind
up
you
the
guys.
path.
Oh, don't say that.
Has anyone got any sort of teleportation?
Yes,
yeah.
about 60 feet, 120 feet of it.
Maybe we could stack a bunch of teleportations together. Can you teleport a bunch of us?
Just one.
Can you just get me the hell out of there?
We're going to teleport into a bush.
Time to run away while blind and deaf.
You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know it happened. You'd just be standing somewhere screaming, "I'm blind!"
Yeah, you wouldn't know if you've changed position.
Just like Morley disappears and just from 100 feet away behind a tree here, I'm blind. Shit. I did not expect Aragel to whip something like that out. There's so much that happened tonight I was not expecting. By the way, Aragel is not a magic user. He's a Vistani. And you have heard Ismark talk about Vistanis cursing people. This was a long time ago.
The curse of Morley.
This
Much awaited sequel.
this is my story now, guys. So yeah.
I'm the real cursed one here. Strahd's actually got it really easy compared to me.
That's so true.
It is true. So, thank you.
Like, what's his curse? Oh, he has to live forever. I'm freaking blind and deaf.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what kind of prep I can do for next week. I've got nothing. I got no idea.
Well, you got a week to think about it. Think over your actions.
I got to think about what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about what you've done, indeed.
Yeah.
To
He's
Paul
supposed to be a
Morley,
gentleman.
the
He's
real
a jerk.
victim of this.
Killed a bunch of skeletons.
Hey, are you guys feeling confident about taking on Strahd?
What?
Of course.
Okay.
No. Why would we feel confident?
I mean, clearly not Morley. I don't think Morley is ready to jump into action.
No, yeah, we just want to get away.
Right.
We're in great danger. I don't know. I don't feel confident by any means.
Yeah. I mean, at least we've had a long rest.
You gotta wonder why he's not happy. You've stolen back something that could be quite effective against him. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to wonder about.
Yeah.
It's quite obvious why he'd be upset.
Why would you not want us to have a magical weapon that could harm him greatly?
I do like that the Baron was kind of like, that's our property, and he has stolen it, and I think you should give it back.
Did he listen?
He's not the police. He's not gonna be like, what? This is stolen.
No, but he's a noble.
It's his brother's sword. He's the closest next of kin to that the sword would have gone to. Surely you guys are the thieves.
Take that to court.
the next Baron origin story is just a court
A little
session.
bit of litigation.
Yeah.
Protracted legal battle.
With Strahd Pons
He does look like was it Edgar? What's the guy from Phoenix Wright, the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth, yeah. And he's yes. He looks the same.
That's close. All right. Okay. I think. What did the chat? Did the chat end up saying who feels like there should be an inspiration point going? I think there was definitely a vote for Morley there as well. So Morley, the chat is giving you. The chat has given you inspiration. That's 2 inspiration points in a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even get time to take it off my character sheet.
It's probably because of the awesome thing he said, Spur of the Moment.
It's called quip.
Guys, you suck. You're a dick.
There was some.
It needs a little workshopping.
There was some really.
We can't be as cool as our actual characters, so we have to workshop a little bit out of character sometimes.
Yeah.
There was some really
bloody right.
There was some good calls in the chat. So there was Yoink was Squish thought would be good. Yoink. Card said looks like things are getting out of hand, which I thought was pretty good.
I love it.
That's pretty good.
Fantastic. Can I give my inspiration?
Lark Kiwi says looks like things are getting handsy. Wait, no. Which
Whoa.
that was a good one as well. But I think getting out of hand, that was a good one.
Yeah. Get your hands off my shaft. Was it a shaft? No.
It was a hilt. That's cool.
My hilt. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Close.
Foolish Fool says he thinks the next of kin should get the chance in the court and that Strahd gets inspiration. Yeah.
Ugh. He's already got inspiration. pulling some shit.
I mean, Strahd is the...
Him and his dad.
It's Dad showing up like that. I wasn't expecting that.
That was the most unexpected thing of the night.
I thought he was dead, but there he is.
No.
Cool. All right, well, let's leave it there. How you guys all looking good for next Monday? Continue this insane encounter?
Yeah.
Calendar's clear? Okay, good.
I'm looking everywhere, but I'm not seeing nothing.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's not going to be that great if we got a blind and deaf party member. We've got 4.
That's very
party members.
ableist of you.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize it. I've become so accustomed to it already.
I was like, throughout this entire the 56 freaking weeks that we've been doing this, I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to curse someone. I don't know if that was ever going to be a thing. I don't know what could happen that these guys would be able to piss off a Vistani enough to get a curse. And then it happened.
Jeez.
How do I break the curse?
Exactly.
I guess I just have to find out. Randomly find out, do I?
Like I'm saying, you guys want to find a good way to figure out how to communicate with Morley and
We
Carmen.
need, like,
Oh,
a-
I know who will be
an
able to break the
exorcist.
curse. Casimir. He's lived with them Vistani for long enough.
me have
He
a
must
look.
Or
know
it
how to
could
break
we
a
could
curse.
go to Madam Ava. She'll know.
Oh, by the way, Madam Ava, we absolutely fucked up one of your best friends.
One
If
of
we
your
go
people
to
gave us
the-
a curse. Could you remove it for us?
Yeah, she'll do it. She loves us.
What about like the abbot? He owes us one.
He does.
He does owe
Does
you
he?
one.
We haven't even held up our end of the bargain yet. We didn't even go wedding dress shopping.
But we
no,
did
we-
kill
we-
all of his
Yeah.
freakish
He
creations.
definitely owes us one after we had
Oh
to
yeah,
do-
and
do
he's
this
super
both.
magic, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Or
pretty
he's like
Super magic.
abbot man.
the abbot. Let's have a look. I'm just going to have a quick look at his spells. Interesting. I'm not going to give away anything. I'm just going to say,
Oh, it's just interesting though.
interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We'll have to,
Well,
have
hang
to
on.
see.
If we kill Christopher Argyle, surely the curse will be broken. Let's just kill him. Kill him immediately.
Look, I'm blind. He should be dead, is what I think. Yeah.
Yeah. If we pluck
yeah,
out
that's
his
exactly
eyes.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, he's not going to just be like, all right, I'm very badly wounded and I'm going to take the curse off now. I think you've learned your lesson. We have to kill him.
Yeah, well.
Or
Then
we
I'll-
could torture him until he breaks the curse for us.
Yeah.
Just
But
Morley
we
screaming
can-
into his
when you need
face.
him.
I'm blind.
It's,
With
it's
lots.
hardly like a merciless torture. I'm just saying. Well, okay, we'll say, can you break the curse? And he'll be like, no. And we'll be like, okay, well, I'll shove a red hot poker up your asshole. You can break the curse now.
Maybe.
Random's just cheered 100 bits. You know, he's cheered almost 30,000 bits.
Whoa, what? What? That can't be right.
In total,
Today.
no, not just today, but in total, he
Dang.
he was big at trying to get Billy showing up. Doing a lot of bits back in the days to try and
No,
get Billy.
like just today you did 1,000.
Yeah, and he just did another 100.
True, that's awesome.
He did another 100 today, just before as well.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Don't
much.
tell me he's
Random.
powering up Strahd with that or something.
No. It all goes towards Needle.
Oh, wait, that's for Needle.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which
Imagine
is-
if Needle shows up and screws us. Oh, no.
Needle is halfway there. He's halfway to showing up. Random, and he just
down
did
the
another.
runway.
And he just did another 150 bits. Did that push you over into 30,000? I must be close.
Just put it straight into my bank account.
No, he's at 29,973. People are wondering about the cards. I don't have any updates yet. I don't know if Random has got any updates for us. I know he's been doing some work on some bug fixing. It's about as much info I've got for now. I know all the art's done, different fronts and backs for the 5 different cards, which is super cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to Random sometime this week and we'll see what's going on there. it's he's been bug fixing. He's almost there. He just said, "Okay, that's cool." Anyway, come say hi in our Discord. We're gonna wrap it up. Let's come talk to us in our Discord about what happened tonight. And I got to thank. Sorry, that's right. I haven't thanked our subscribers and our Patreons. Let's do that now. Our Patreons: QSD, Drop Shadow, Carl Zone, Squished, Sador, The Foolish Fool, Andrew Mitchellmore, David Marsh, and our very own John and Joe are our $4 Patreons. And then we've got our Twitch subscribers: Grim Reaper, Elosi Gibber, Random Origins, Hoju the Elder, Coolio, Squished, Terrestrial Starfish, Carlzone, Garman Dude, Foolish Fool, Nuka Quinn, Brain Shrimp, Larp, Kiwi, and Jackalope. Without your guys' support, this would be half the show. Easy. And thank you to Carlzone and Foolish Fool and Squished for being the elite dicers who are covering both sides of my monitor right now. Patreon and Twitch subscriber. Thank you guys so much. Come talk to us in our Discord. Watch some of the previous sessions. Anything else? I think
join us on Cable Chat.
We've got Cable Chat happening in Discord in every channel. By what it pops up in every channel. Cable Chat.
Even when it's not Cable Chat, it's actually Cable Chat.
It devolves into Cable Chat.
Oh, and Random just
fucking cable tragedies last night.
Right, Random just chaired 27 more bits just to round it up to 30,000. 30,000 bits, Random. That's a round of applause. Everyone else needs to catch up. And we've got a few extra followers tonight as well, which is really cool. We are at 890 Twitch followers at this moment. So 10 more and we can hit that 900 mark, which is super exciting. Give us a subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already as well, where you can just check all of our things. It doesn't cost you anything. You can do that one for free. And we'll see you the same time next time, Monday night.
Yep. Thanks very much, everyone. Good night. Let's bloody call it there, right?
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Bye.
Right.